So Britt Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. It's hot out there. Hydrate, y'all.
Woo.
You don't need me telling you that, but I feel like I need to say it. Sometimes you just need to be pounded with things.
It's something out there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the very first minute of the show and things are coming out poorly. Don Davenport is here, y'all.
Yes, it is. It's Davenport. What's up, people? Happy football.
I thought you were about to say Friday. I was like, is it Friday? Happy football.
No, but it feels like it.
The NFL season begins today. Most teams hitting the training camp practice field for the first time. There were a few yesterday, like the Dallas Cowboys went yesterday. So we had
how about Jerry
interesting
Jones?
Comments from Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones.
I mean, come on, Jerry.
Micah Parsons, he said, I'm not here for him. I'm not out here for another grown man. I'm here for my teammates.
Actually, technically you are, but
yeah.
But I feel him.
We will get into that. With training camp starting, there are a few. Hendrickson in Cincinnati posted a picture yesterday on Instagram from Florida, meaning like I'm not even in town, y'all.
Screw y'all.
Yeah, he told Diana Rossini that he waited 30 days in Cleveland. He got 2 offers. None of them had any of the guarantees past the first year that he was looking for. And so he said, all right, grab my wife. I'm going to Florida.
See you later.
They're squabbling over the guaranteed portion of the contract because since they've been negotiating, Myles Garrett signed, T.J. Watt signed, and so now the price went up.
And that's the risk you take as a franchise.
And that's what Jerry Jones isn't understanding right now. But, I mean, he's going to say weird crap all the time. But he's like, oh, man, I've made the highest paid guy to his position where he, missed most of the season. And he's like, Micah missed 6 games last year. I'm like, come on, man.
Which is not true. He missed 4. He didn't even know how many he missed.
Rod Slay is here, y'all.
I'm in the building.
You know what's amazing about that? Your mic wasn't on, but it still went out loud and clear.
Sometimes it just got to deliver, Yoram. That's it.
What
Time to deliver. What's happening?
How did PT go today?
PT went crazy good. I rocked it out, and I
bit my knee the other day, and you said it was like 100. You thought?
Yeah, you a little short, Yoram.
What'd you do today?
115.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Good job, Slay.
120 is the goal. So
120 and you're done?
No. That's just the goal.
I feel like you're never going to be done.
Yeah, it don't stop. 16 full weeks is what I got to do.
God.
This is only week 4.
16 full.
But I was backpedaling today. One leg stands on balance.
Wow.
Backpedaling like, you know what I mean? And
when's the last time you backpedaled ever?
It's had to be like 15 years.
At least college.
I ain't got no business backpedaling.
You're not trying to play cornerback.
Yeah, no, I got business running back, backing up. You know what I mean? But backpedaling, nah, nope. That's how. But it felt like football, so I was all in it. You know, I had the resistance band on, doing it and everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was like, Snead ain't gonna be able to get out there.
Hey, your new knee might be in better shape than his.
Dude, I just listened to Zach Lyons talk about all the stuff he did, 2 stem cell treatments, 2 scopes, something else. Like, I was going down. I was going down that road. Ain't no good road.
You know what I talked with Zach about in between shows? He said that he was going home to put aloe vera all over himself.
Did he get burnt from today?
I'm like, Zach,
dude,
he was like
we were
walking
in the
out the door.
shade for like 80% of practice.
I never saw him not in the shade.
You can still get burned when you're in the shade.
Plus, I guess
I never have.
Because the sun can reflect off the concrete.
Oh, but there's no concrete. It's
grass. He's on grass.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's no concrete.
Turf?
You tried to help him, Zeph.
The sideline, Zeph, you have to understand this about the practice field. The sideline is not concrete.
Is it turf?
No, it's
grass. Oh, it's grass? Oh, then I don't. I'm trying to help him.
Get down on one knee. It feels good when you're on one knee grass.
I'm really trying to help him. He's not leaving me much room here.
No, yeah.
Vidal Harris said, that's a pale man. Laugh out loud. That is true.
You just sounded like Nelson from The Simpsons.
Zach is damn near clear.
Well, this is what I told him. I said, dude, you went from white to pink.
Well, he had on that pink shirt today.
He had a pink shirt on, too.
Blending in.
It did kind of blend in. But he said he was sunburned all over his body. So
that's tough.
That's
me, everybody.
Man, if you haven't seen Don Davenport with the UFC gloves on our socials, you need to. At 3HL1045 on X and 3HL on Instagram.
So now I think I want to take boxing.
You can take a boxing class. That's great exercise, they say.
I think I'm going to do it.
What? When do you have time for that?
I don't know.
What you gonna do?
Boxing.
Listen to her. She's like drunk friends that are talking at the bar about the things they're going to do. That never happen. Like Drew Bennett with his buddy saying, hey, let's all run the marathon. He was the only one that did it.
He did it, though.
He did it. It was the next day.
Dude, that is crazy to me.
There's no way you say that the next day.
He did it. None of his boys
You're
did.
supposed to do that like 2-3 weeks out. That's when you're that good and fried and then don't show up. Not
a half. The full.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah, I think it was.
You got to be in terrific shape to even think about it.
It was in the off season. Like it's when the country music marathon or whatever.
A football, like.
Yeah, but still, like a marathon.
I know. I know. Trust me, I know.
I mean, wide receivers are used to running 40s.
Dude, I don't care. Marathon. Like,
yeah. How many 40s is that?
Man, a lot of them.
Do the math, Zeph. How many 40s in a marathon?
How many OE 800s is it?
It takes that to get you to decide to do it.
You want to know how many times you go 40 yards in a marathon?
Yep, it's
or how many 40s you drink?
26.2 miles.
That's a lot.
This reminds me of the Nate Bargatze Saturday Night Live sketch where it's like, where he's trying to, where he's like, yes, and we will call it miles.
Zach
somebody
says,
else calls it meters.
Zach says, I'm trying to just moisturize my face and prevent dying out or being burned.
He said, I'm nowhere near pale.
I'm nowhere near pale.
What's up, Karen?
Are you ready for this? How many 40s there are in a marathon?
How many 40-yard
40
dashes?
ounces, yeah.
1,153 and a half.
And a half.
There you go. And you don't even have to go, you don't even have to
down.
run them full.
So I was really confused one time. We used to call old English, we used to call the OE, we used to call that 8-ball.
Oh, yeah, 800?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But then I found out 8-ball is something else.
What, slits? What?
No. It's like some drug world thing.
Oh, but yeah.
But I was good to call old 8-ball.
That's still yeah.
Yeah, because I used to say Brent D's messed up and got the 8-ball rolling.
Well, yeah.
From Eazy-E.
Yeah, I know where it's from.
Well, not everybody listening does.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I know you know.
All right.
I'm quite sure Babs probably knew.
I did.
And I know that Zeph did not.
No,
Correct.
that's way before Zeph.
Way.
Do you know anything about Eazy-E, Zeph?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. He had the like the bassiest talking voice and then the highest pitched rap voice. It was crazy. Wait, you want to go back to that?
Yeah.
You want to revisit this?
Yeah, a little bit. Zeph.
I said just a little bit.
Where do you know anything about Eazy-E? Did you see the movie or something?
I've seen the movie. I've listened to songs.
Straight out of
Okay,
Compton?
all right, cool.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, thank you.
That's about all. That's about all I know.
That's good enough. Good enough, especially your age. That's good enough. I will accept it. I'm glad you did homework.
Speaking of comedy, Frank Caliendo at Zany's tonight.
Going down.
And it's 3HL Family Night.
I wouldn't change my shorts for this.
You what?
Change my shorts for Zany's tonight.
But you still have shorts?
Yeah, I do.
Are they still sweatpants shorts?
Yeah.
Okay.
These were
But they're not
basketball
the
shorts.
ones. They're not
I
the ones
wore a
he
dress.
wore. They're not the ones he wore at PT though.
Yeah, I had red basketball shorts on. I was gonna wear them. I turned around. I was halfway. I was getting on Concord. I said, nope. Turn around. I said, I gotta at least put some decent
Non-sweaty shorts.
shorts on. Yeah. Be sitting in the studio all day like this. Yep. And then go there. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll be there. If you're going to the show, say hello.
I should have got my Treylon Burks jersey. I'm going to get it at the break.
Speaking of, Treylon Burks had a play right in front of me. I was standing there talking
Mayor
to Corey
was
Curtis
right there.
from News 2. He was telling me some funny stories about Babs. And
Oh. Lord.
I'm just kidding. He's the one that called you the angry Chihuahua, though.
Yes.
Before I knew you were the angry Chihuahua.
Yes.
You had not showed me that side of you when he told me about that.
How long did it take?
Oh, not long. Well, yeah, I mean,
About a week.
what's that saying with zebras and stripes?
Can't change it.
Yeah. You are who you are. But anyway, right in front of us. So here comes the wheel
I'm not
route.
going to like this story.
Nope.
I think it's
Hit it.
a fabricated story. Go
It's
ahead.
not
Oh,
a
it's
fabric.
not fabricated.
I had a witness standing right next to me
I'll add to it. Go ahead.
because she was standing behind the quarterback for this play. I was standing. Remember when Treylon Burks went for a deep route and came up limping last year?
Yep.
That was right in front of me. Every time he does something, it's right in front of me,
It was almost the same exact spot.
and it was the same route.
Yep.
It was like a little wheel route.
So
It was a little wheel route. It was an excellently run route.
Good job.
He had a step on the corner. I don't know who the corner
Who was
was.
throwing the ball?
I can't remember.
Cam. And so Cam threw it well in advance of,
Him coming out the route.
yeah. And so he runs right down the sideline. DB puts his hand up. Ball falls beautifully right beyond the outstretched hand of the defender. Treylon Burks goes up with both hands. The ball hits his hands and falls
Yeah.
to the turf.
Yeah,
Can't
I'm
bring
cool
it
with that.
in.
I'm cool with that.
It would have been a difficult catch,
No, I'm cool with that.
but he needs to make those catches.
He ain't played. He need a lot of that.
Okay,
That's
finish
like he don't
it
get to
too.
miss no practices.
So he goes down.
I don't want to do this part of it because it wasn't right.
He went down what?
I read the media
Because he
thing
didn't catch
from the
the ball.
Titans, and it made me scared about what to say about things.
Oh, well, he's fine.
Hold on,
Yeah,
wait.
he's fine.
He went
There's
down.
no
Wait,
injury.
what you mean?
I mean, like when he went to try and catch the ball, he landed on the ground.
he fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no wrong
Well,
with
yeah,
that.
because he's going.
Football.
And it was not
No.
concrete, Jeff.
But he did not get up quickly.
Yeah, I ain't been down on the ground in a long time.
Okay, well, Treylon Burks needs to get up quickly. With his
He jogged
history.
off fine. He was fine.
I played a lot.
No limping this time?
and never got up.
Oh, Candy B said Brownlee was the defender.
Oh, Brownlee, yeah. It was great coverage.
She was standing right there, too.
Oh, yeah, Candy B. What up? Yeah, she was right behind us with a bucket hat on.
I will say this. I thought some of Cam's throws were high today. I mean, it's to be expected.
He only
It's-
missed 5 total throws,
I know,
and that was one of them.
but they were high.
Okay.
And that's not on him. That's a drop. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there were.
You would put
I didn't
that
keep
as a
track.
drop on Treylon.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, oh,
I
for
don't.
sure that.
I don't expect him to come out blazing or anything. Like the man ain't played.
You got to ramp up.
Yeah, the man's not played. Like literally hasn't played in 2 years for real.
For real, though.
But consistently stack days and consistently be out there and be available. Never know what's going to happen with this Tennessee Titans team.
Yeah, Candy B said I
Where
was
guys
behind.
go down left and right.
I was behind Yorl when Burks
Secular head.
dot almost made that play.
Almost. So
Laughing
close.
emoji.
He needed me out there. I need you to just step back next time.
Dude, last time you were out there, he got hurt.
Nah, he shook it off. Remember, he came and did the interview.
He did the interview. That's
Yeah,
right.
he did. But then after that, he
It
was
was a little later.
never the same.
Yeah, it was a little later, though. I think everybody stay away from him. I think all this bad
think so?
juju around him. Yeah, he need me out there.
Listen, I want
That's my
nothing
fault, Treylon.
more as a Titans fan than Treylon Burks to go off.
He
I don't
still
know.
he still looks like a physical freak.
I
When you
know.
go,
He said it.
When you
He's
go look at that guy,
unbelievable.
yeah. You know who else looked like a physical freak to me? And I was kind of surprised by this. Eric I-Manor.
Alec.
Keep on hearing that.
Ellick.
Dude.
Thank you.
I-Manor.
That guy.
I-Manor.
So whenever we get into our takeaways from today, we can kind of dig in. But I know we have to break.
We'll do that next. You want to?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. We each took notes and have not talked with each
Thank
other.
y'all for going
No.
out there. Great job, Greg.
And we also, you just keep killing rehab.
Yeah. You get that knee going.
We
man.
also did not purposely stand together at practice. Like we were in different areas watching our own things so that we would have different.
We stood together for a minute and listen,
know,
man.
but-
Teresa from AP,
Queen.
she was giving me a hard time. I got almost to the facility, forgot my credential, had to go all the way back, then came all the way back. Okay, she goes, that's strike one.
That she ain't wrong.
And I was like, I'm not going to argue. It is day one. And, I made a day one mistake there.
I'm with you on it being day one. That's how I feel about Treylon.
So then my phone rang. I didn't have it on silent.
During the presser?
No,
No.
during
okay.
practice.
I
It's
think
not
'cause
that big a deal, but
Someone went off during the presser,
yeah,
and
no.
I heard it this morning, and I was like, oh no.
No, that was not Mayor.
So I hit silent button or whatever. I look over and T's looking up at me. She's not the tallest person in the world.
Like, yo,
She's looking up at me with this like
it's you again.
disappointed mom scowl on her face, and she goes, "Strike two."
Come on,
She goes,
y'all.
"What are you, a rookie?"
Gotta help us.
So I never got to strike three. there's that. You will hear from Ardan Key today. We did spend some time with him. You're a Titans fan, and you listen to this conversation with Ardan Key, you're going to be more hopeful, more excited about what's going on over there. Coach Mack at 4 o'clock, Todd Ferman at 4:20. Todd Ferman, we're going to take a look at the AFC South win totals and kind of break it down. Break it down now because the win totals over under, you can bet over the win total or under the win total. For the Texans, 7.5. Texans and Jags, 7.5. Colts and Titans, 5.5. So we'll get him to break it down.
I need to look at it.
We'll get him to break it down. We'll do it when we come back. Little camp note time and stuff going on around the league. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Time to upgrade some things in your home, like your windows and your doors. Yep, especially with this heat. Maybe you feel it big time that you know your windows are not doing their job anymore. You need to call Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. It was time for us to upgrade things in our home and also a rental property. And I will tell you that I went through every single company in town. I met with people. I got estimates and quotes from everybody. I decided who I wanted to use, and my choice was Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, and it was not close. I've loved the experience. And you might be surprised to learn how affordable some replacement windows are from Pella. Even more affordable thanks to the Dawn deal, which is what they let me come up with every single month. We've got a different one for the month of July. Ask them about 60% off qualifying installations plus 0% APR for 36 full months. That's Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. You can stop by their showroom in Franklin or in Hendersonville, 2 different locations, or you can easily schedule a free consultation and check out that Dawn deal. All you have to do is tell them to give you the Dawn deal, and they'll take care of you. And you can do that online at PellaNashville.com.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Wow, we had a substitution during the break. Ross in the producer chair now.
What happened to Zeph?
Wait, what's going on?
He's heating up his food.
Heating up his food.
He just said he didn't get to eat lunch today.
Hey, man, listen. Hey, man, you know how many days we go through, don't eat lunch and get the order and then he'll himself.
How do you wait? What? You didn't have enough time during the break to heat your food up? You got to miss part of the show?
What are you heating up?
Yeah, well, it better be good. What is it, Zell?
It's a meal prep meal. So Alyssa and I do these meal prep. We are one of those meal prep services.
Right, but we want to know what it is.
It's a chicken.
We understand the concept of meal
Yeah, okay.
prep.
I'm just making sure. It's a chicken mushroom risotto with green beans.
You lost me at mushroom.
Wait, do you subscribe to it?
Yeah, so we get a box every week. It's got like 10 different meals in it. So five for each.
Is it enough food for you though?
For
It
lunch,
looks
yeah.
tiny through the window.
It does.
Well, I bring some like fruit and stuff as well. So I don't like just eat that. Like I'll have like some fruit, some chips to go
Slay's
along with
not
it.
impressed.
Oh, Slay doesn't have to be impressed. He's not eating it.
That is true.
Babsy.
She was dead on, wasn't she?
Yes, she was. Something wrong with that lady, man.
Wait a minute. She just said what you thought.
I know. There's like something wrong with me.
Okay.
By way of
Look,
Babsy.
I ain't got it in y'all's room, so y'all ain't got to deal with it.
It looks tiny through the window. Babs just made the bingo card.
I mean, it's a good portion. It's like 600 calories.
Oh, well, then it's definitely not enough food for 600 calories.
Oh, it's 500 calories. Sorry.
Yeah, but what kind of carbohydrates are you working with in there?
It's about 25 grams.
Oh, that's good.
36 grams of protein.
That's good. All right, moving on. I don't care.
Yeah, I was going, yeah.
So, Tavondre Sweat. Lauren Walsh from Channel 4 was talking with Tavondre Sweat. And Dawn and I were waiting for Ardan Key, and I just happened to hear her ask him, what's the biggest challenge about training camp? And he looked right at her and goes, S word, the heat.
Shiano, the heat.
And he was laughing
Dude,
when
he
said
is
it.
not wrong. It was, and we're talking, this is 8:30 in the morning,
Hot.
and I am just dripping sweat, and
Well,
I'm not doing anything.
It's hot.
It was
It's
like
hot.
10
Now,
for
this
me,
is
but-
hot right here.
But what I'm saying, like even that early, and tomorrow they go at 8 a.m.
No, I think it's 9.
I think it's right.
I think it's 9. We better check, though, because fans can go. So
Tomorrow?
I'm pretty sure it's 8. Anyway, regardless, it is super hot out there, and they're working, and then you see like
24, 9 to
Calvin
10:30.
Calvin Ridley in his sweatpants. Okay, you're right.
It's 8:55.
Oh, there you go.
it says on their website.
Yeah, on
9.
you say it on that. Thursday,
their
July
own
24th,
website.
9 a.m. to 10:30. It's sold out.
All right, I'm looking at the schedule we got sent.
Yeah, that's
Also,
for the media.
will you go by, because she just slid this past real fast, like she was on the Autobahn for a second. You're right. She said that.
Don said you're right.
Yeah. Do you even remember? Do you remember saying you're right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right. One thing I noticed pretty early on, they were working on whatever they were working on today, but there were a couple of short routes to Tyler Lockett where number 4, he catch it and get up the field in a hurry. I didn't know he was that quick. And maybe he wasn't. Maybe he just put the work in the offseason. I don't know, but that definitely stood out to me. You want to talk about Cam Ward? Cam Ward, the biggest thing that you notice with Cam Ward when you watch him is the quick release. I mean, just immediately you see that.
That's what I wanted to ask y'all.
Yeah. And he does change arm angles. And you see a ball come out where you don't think there's any way that ball's not getting deflected, and he gets it out. And so he's an athlete. But quick release for sure. What did you notice about him?
It's day one.
Day one.
They did. It's hard to tell a lot from day one. They ran the ball a lot.
They
worked
a
on the
lot.
quick game. You know, like you didn't see him throw deep at all.
Hardly. That one throw to
Hardly.
Treylon Burks.
Right. I mean, shoot, the first 7-on-7 period, he was 7 of 8. You know,
Against Air. Oh, no, it was 7-on-7. Yeah. Sorry.
the first 7-on-7 period.
Babs, you're right.
Thank you.
Pull that one too.
A couple. I did think there were some of his throws that were high, but that's just getting back into it and getting used to it and all of that. So I thought nothing of it, but his demeanor is so it's almost lackadaisical. Not when he's throwing the ball, but his walk up to the line, his after the fact, like there's never celebration. There's never. It almost looks lackadaisical, and it's
you
not.
used the word relaxed. Out there, and I think you even said that to Ardan Key, and he like looked at you. He's like, "Oh no,
Don't let him fool you."
He actually said, "Don't get it twisted." That's what he
Right.
said.
Yeah,
Like he ready. He ready to go.
yeah, but
I can't wait to play this for you. We'll do it at 3:45. You want to?
Okay, well, we've already talked about everything that was said in it, but yeah, that's fine.
Not everything.
Okay. So yeah, anyway, super quick. I wrote down a couple of times with the Lockett connection in the quick game and his release, all of that stood out. And then some of the other things that stood out just as far as extra stuff to me, I-Manor, I think, yeah, I am super excited about him. I think
we
him
did
and
not
Cam,
talk about him, but we both came away thinking that.
and we never talked about it. And I think that those two have already a connection. Just watching Cam when he throws to him, I am super excited about this. You know, somebody was telling me today, he got an apartment right by the facility. Like you could see the building from the facility because he was like, I mean, what else am I going to do? So he wanted just like a studio apartment there, you know? And then his family's like, well, what happens when people come visit you? He's like, I don't care. All I'm going to do is football, you know, whatever. And from the morning time to the evening time, his mentality is live in that facility. And I think that him and Cam have spent time together. I think it's showed in even just tiny sample size of your very first training camp practice. I'm super excited about him. I really am.
Do you have the roster over there?
I do.
What is he listed size-wise?
That's what I was going to say. What did it look like in person?
He
too,
looks bigger than what she's about to say.
Okay.
And I was talking with someone about it, TD or somebody.
6'2", 206.
6'2", 206. And I think somebody said he's 210 or something. But it's put together so well that he looks bigger. Like
He really does.
He's a big, thick dude that can run.
And he looks taller. He absolutely looks taller than that too.
Yeah.
Plays
He
bigger.
looks taller than 6'2".
No doubt.
He had his shoes on.
And it's funny we're talking about
6'3.5",
right, Slay?
6'3.5",
Shoes.
6'4".
Yeah.
There's only
I wonder how tall Slay would be if he were a hockey player. Like, put those skates on.
Oh,
I was
gosh.
6'9", 16 now.
All I know is that would hurt my back and neck having to hold the camera to interview him. We're talking about a fourth-round pick, but I really am excited.
He can contribute.
To see what he can do.
That is a quick day one take for sure.
And I don't think we're I purposely didn't listen to any of the other shows after camp because I wanted
You don't
to.
like to jade you.
I don't want to jade my opinion or what I saw. So I don't know what anybody else has said or what stood out to them, but that stood out to me.
By the way, if you want in 615-737-1045. Do you have another note or two?
I thought Pollard looks really good.
Pollard looked quick, yeah.
Strong, quick. I thought Pollard looked really good.
I wrote down Cedric Gray's name a couple of times.
You did? Because
Yep.
I didn't even notice him. But I wasn't watching that side of the ball.
He got into the backfield and blew up a play, and sometimes you can miss that because they continue to run, you know. But, I mean, he went crazy, like screaming and stuff, and he had one of those. 52 looks bigger, too. James Williams.
Yeah.
Already it was huge.
He was already huge, like, and he's tall, but he's
looked
filled
good,
out.
yeah.
He looks more like a linebacker
Now.
than a safety playing linebacker.
Yeah.
Chig looks different.
Okay.
As far as what?
Body.
Okay. Sleek.
Is that just me?
Sleek, little
like
aerodynamic, like
Chiseled.
instead of bulky.
Yeah, just better.
Okay.
More like, I mean, at first I was like,
You can tell he did some work.
who is that? And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that's Chig.
He did some
Yeah.
work somewhere.
Zach
Now,
weighing in
hopefully
with
he can catch, but
Zach Lyons weighing in with a note. He said, we were pro I-Manor, and I was blown away by him today.
okay.
Wow.
So we were not the only ones. Yep.
Okay.
Do you think it was the white shorts he wore? Most
looked
everybody else
fast.
had navy on. He had white. I don't know what it was, but dude just stood out.
Yeah. Somebody I'm waiting on y'all to mention. I haven't heard y'all mention yet.
Are you talking about Burks? Because we've already talked about him, how he missed the catch.
Damn.
Sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Burks. I love you.
You had to go back there.
You know what? It's okay, because in this world, it's me and Sam Pittman. And we're the only two that, the belief is so deep and strong. And when it happens, I want y'all to come back to me and say, you know what, Slay? that's actually not what I want you to say. But moving on, Restrepo.
Okay. I have a take on
Because
Restrepo.
we raved about him in the offseason and in the spring, and now that we are at training camp and coming out of the first day where connections are supposed to be made, I didn't expect to hear the connection to be as strong with him and I-Manor than a Restrepo.
As we go through camp, I'll pick days where I look specifically for
no
people.
doubt.
But early on, I'm not looking for someone specific. But I will say this: just watching, I didn't notice him.
I'm saying.
I'm not saying he didn't do anything. Maybe I was talking to somebody
did.
or
You
something.
saw him do something?
You did?
I think he looks slow, really slow. And
Compared to with all that speed on the field.
Yep. Now, that's not to say
that
that
could be a
he
problem.
can't. No, but that's not to say he can't. I mean, because that's not his game.
No, he getting
We
in the
know
little
that.
pockets is his game.
And his legs are massive.
Okay.
I mean, massive. The strength in his legs is unbelievable.
I think that's what Savage, I heard him say. He looked like if you would have told him that he was a running back, he would have believed you if he didn't know who he was or watch him play.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, he is he's stout. You can tell he's strong. And like we said, speed is not his game. It never has been his game at all. I mean, his game is I'm going to run a route to the exact, place I have to be every single time. I will catch a ball. You can count on me.
Yeah.
I mean, that is his game. It's not speed. I'll take the hits. I can block. I can do all the things. But I felt like he did look a little slow here and there.
Did y'all notice Kevin Winston Jr. at all on the defensive side of the ball?
I watched offense.
You watched offense?
I
wide
talked with
receivers
Coach Mack
and Cam.
about him. We're going to talk about that with Coach Mack at 4 o'clock.
Okay,
so
because I'm
I'll save
interested
that.
in seeing how he did being back for the first time.
Well, let me put it this way: they're gonna work him in.
Yeah, I figured.
Working back slowly.
I was and I told Coach Mack this, and he can say what he wants to say about it. But I was surprised that he wasn't on the PUP list. Coming off the injury last year.
Oh, yeah, me too.
So when he him not being on the PUP list, I thought was a huge win for the defense.
Yeah. Because he could get out there.
But you want to take that slowly.
Yeah.
615-737-1045.
One more question for you before you go to the phone.
Yes, sir.
Were y'all surprised to see everyone but 2 players out there at the start of training camp? I don't think this might be the first time since I've been here that we've had the entire team at training camp minus 2 guys. Now these are 2 key guys, but usually somebody got to work their way in.
Yeah.
I think I wasn't surprised because of, and Ardan Key talks this too when we play him, but I was not surprised because of some of the things I picked up out there about the culture, this team, how deliberate it was to make sure that even free agents that were added fit into that blue collar lunch pail work ethic.
Because that
wants.
whole little it kind of went on the radar, but that whole little weight situation and conditioning was changed. Remember?
That's a great point because the conditioning test was yesterday.
So that's why I think I was not.
Okay.
I'm not
I am.
surprised by it because of that.
And I'm happy.
Yeah, because
I'm
I mean
happy.
it's
It's
the
like-
NFL. You always have.
And the last 3 years it ain't happened for us.
Right.
Like T Sweat
You know what
famously
I'm
last
saying?
year.
Like,
Real quick, Mark Webb says kind of petty to keep taking shots at Burks.
we're just giving
man.
we're just giving Slay crap.
yeah, hey,
But what's funny
But
about that
also,
is, what's funny about
He's a
that is,
high draft pick that basically they brought in to replace A.J. Brown, and he hasn't done that. So it's not petty. It's going to keep happening.
we also
that's bad
said
he
he
got
looks like
traded
a
before he got
freak
drafted.
athlete out there.
Yeah, he is.
So
It's
there are
not
positive
shots.
things.
It's just
no,
truth.
that's true.
And we talked with Sam Pittman after our conversation at SEC Media Days, and he's like, "Man, it's just so unfortunate that he keeps getting hurt."
Yeah.
And there's
Just
not
can't
a
stay
lot,
healthy.
not a lot you can do about that.
Maybe this is his year.
Jeremy from Cookeville
Last
says,
chance.
got a picture with Lockett today.
Definitely
He was
last
the kindest person. Glad to have him in Tennessee. There you go.
Also, I'm always petty, Mark.
Yeah, you did.
You are kind of petty.
Why are you surprised?
615-737-1045. Captain Tony in Nashville. What up, man?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What
Good
up?
How are you?
afternoon on a hump day.
Very well done.
right.
Very well done.
Hey, listen, I thought Tavondre Sweat last year was my favorite pick out of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Will and Ramon and Will touched on it this morning. There's a couple of things I'd like to ask you guys and your analytics of what you thought about Tavondre Sweat. I guess my first question is what was your analysis on Tavondre Sweat in his rookie season, and out of what your expectations were? You hear Coach Mack always talk about players make their biggest jumps in between year one and year two. So what would your expectations in comparison to him last year to where the Titans fans and where he needs to be this year? And along with that, Ron, I know that you're looking great, by the way, brother. You've lost a lot of weight lately, and I think you're still on that journey. And just curious how hard it is as an athlete to get your body trained and conditioned to get to the correct weight for the positions that you're playing in, and how hard it is to maintain that, and what goes into it, and how you guys expect him to perform this year, if he's going to end up being, which I already think he's a star, if he wants to be a superstar.
That might have been your best question. And the funny thing is like you got my phone tapped because I walked out of therapy today and called Savage and was like, hey, man, dude, I got such a different respect for guys that get injured and work themselves back into the fray. Like, y'all, I'm telling you, man, it's cool when you in it and you get one injury and it's like, all right, man, ACL, boom, I'm back. You know what I mean? Or you get your knee scoped, or you have a bad ankle injury or back injury, but you have one and you like, boom. But to go and have 2, 3, 4, hey, man, it's a different type of mindset that you got to have to come back for more, not only to get back to where they say, all right, you're free, you're released, you can go full speed, all activities, but to then go out there with your teammates who ain't stopped.
Right.
And try to catch back up and get a rhythm, dog, that can mess with your psyche. And I want to use another word, but we can't on our airways. It'll fool with your psyche like no other. Because the same people that you were with 6-7 months ago in the grind with have surpassed you, and you can't catch them, but you got to also act like, man, I'm there. You know, I'm still, you sitting at the lunch table, you still have them same conversations, knowing you really ain't there. Dog, hey, man. Woo, my head goes off to them people. The Quadre Diggs, like when we had Burks for sure. Like, dude, that's an animal, dog.
He's in a very competitive situation, in a competitive room.
In a new room, too.
In the back end of that room. And he had to rehab the ACL. And I think a lot of people, me included, like it's just easy to say, okay, he had the injury and then just start counting months.
Yeah.
And be like, he'll be back here. And then you don't even think about how much of a grind rehab is.
Because you ain't got to go through that process.
And then to your point, he's got competitors out there that are doing nothing but running every day and catching passes every day, and he's rehabbing.
And then you got to think
so he's got to get back out there and compete.
On that road to rehab, though, we're not talking about the days where you had 5 great days and all of a sudden you're ahead of schedule, a la Lloyd Cushenberry, and then all of a sudden swelling happens or something, and they got to shut you down to let the swelling go down and then recalibrate and get you back going. Dog, I'm telling you, like ain't no excuses for nobody, but I'm saying, dog, you got to be a different animal.
I'm glad Captain Tony took us on that path. We
just talked about that.
We will address T. Sweat and our thoughts there when we come back. Also,
that's different, boy.
Ardan Key, we got a few minutes with him. You're going to love this dude if you haven't heard anything from him. He was basically smiling during every part of every answer.
Which he's always been likable.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's in a really good place with this team right now.
And it's funny when we left, Babs turned around and goes, hey, Ardan, thank you. And he's like, no, thank y'all. And he like meant it.
Dude, wow.
He was probably like, thank you for not asking me 8 million questions.
Yeah, we're short and sweet with what we do.
Well, also, he had just done an entire media scrum, and we waited till the very end, and he was about to walk in.
Like he was picking up his helmet.
Yes, and he was like,
And I'm like,
absolutely, let's
Ardan.
go.
Day one. Good day.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't try that on day 7.
We'll talk about T-Sweat, and you'll hear from Ardan Key, our conversation with him following practice today. That's next 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, y'all? Big Slay coming to you with Low T is where you need to go. Low T Center, they're going to get you back into the game when you're looking for those testosterone levels to be evened out, where you can make sure you see your gains when you're in the mirror and you're flexing after you just finished hitting the weights. So you like, yeah, let me see it. Let me see it. I need to get my gains and be able to see my gains, looking at my abs, looking at my muscle loss, but at the same time putting my feet on the ground and being able to roll. Yeah, that's what I need. Low T Center can make sure you get back into the game. Trust the experts over there. They've been changing patients' lives for over 15 years, and understand that the services are right there for you with a free medical consultation and a free T-test. Don't get better than that. Don't believe these sidetracks that's going to come through you and they're going to try to get you in the game. They're not going to work. Believe it. I tried it, went through it, and I came back to Low T Center, and I'm standing strong with Low T Center. You, fellas, get over to lowtcenter.com. Book your appointment today. That's Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Okay, you know that life can change in an instant, especially if you are in a car wreck and you're injured. That can throw everything off. Bills, job, peace of mind, mental health. And that is when you need our good friends at Bart Durham Injury Law. Marine veteran Blair Durham and his team have been fighting for folks in Tennessee for a very long time, years, making sure that insurance companies pay up. No upfront cost, no waiting around, just real local people making sure you get what you deserve. So if you have been injured, don't wait. Call BDIL, Bart Durham Injury Law, 615-242-9000. They're local, they're trusted, they're ready to fight for you. If you or someone you love is ever in a wreck, they are here 24/7 and ready to fight for you. Remember Blair's number, 615-242-9000. That's Bart Durham Injury Law.
3HL 1045, this home. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay, the executive producer of 3HL SF.
What's up?
T-Sweat. Man, big personality on that dude.
Mm-hmm.
I thought last season, we all thought that was a great pick in terms of where they got him and what he could do and all those things. You just, when he started to miss training camp days, you start to, worry about that a little bit. Mm-hmm. But man, that guy was so productive, and he was a bowling ball. Mm-hmm. And Captain Tony was talking about, coaches talk about the jump from year 1 to year 2. I heard players talking about that today too. I heard Sebastian Joseph Day talking about the jump from year 1 to year 2 is big, and he remembers it being big. And he thinks that T'Vondre Sweat's going to make a huge jump.
Great. Because you know what? We need him to be knocking on the door of being a top 10 defensive tackle.
Yeah.
And there's some D tackles in this league that are super dominant. Like, we need him to be, if not in that top 10, knocking on the door with what you see coming off the edge for this team, which is me, you, and Babs right now.
And this guy, Ardan Key.
Yeah, unless, we need some help.
We definitely need some help. This guy needs some help. But he looked great out there today. He's in great shape. Man, so many, they look like they're in great shape. He kind of talks about this. We saw Big Jeff. Big Jeff, like, he doesn't look smaller. Mm-hmm. It looks like it's proportioned differently. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He looked great. Babs, like, fist bumped him, and I mean.
He's still big.
He's big. He's not as big. Mm-mm. But he's, I don't know, he's thick. Yeah. Like, he's going to do damage.
Well put to go.
But I think you're right. I think T-Sweat needs to push him for being the best defensive tackle on the team.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Here is one of the pass rushers and one of the edge rushers, Ardan Key. Babs and I had a few minutes with him after practice. Check it. Ardan Key with us on 3HL day 1 at practice. What do you feel like?
I feel good. The confidence, the team here, the confidence was through the roof. Everybody came to work. We was in shape for the most part. We was in a good shape. Everybody came in. I think everybody worked during the offseason. Energy here is a little different than it's been since I've been here.
You feel a different energy?
Ooh,
that's been talked about. What's different?
Just man.
Explain it.
I think it's we gelling together.
Yeah.
From different positions, we have a group with a different position in a group. We get to talk about how your upbringing, what your failures in life, everything like that. We starting to know our teammates, and that's what it is. So a lot of us coming together. So we had each other accountable during the off season when we broke.
How important is that to know, like, the guy that you go to battle with personally?
It's very important, because there's going to be some times where we might need each other. Mm-hmm. Might be some times where I might be lacking and I might need Jeff, or Jeff might be lacking and I need him. There's going to be that time where we have to whisper something in his ear to get him going. I see he whisper something in my ear, and we won't take that as he trying me or personal. Yeah. It's, okay, let me get my thing. Let me get it together.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that you say that, because people are talking about Callie and how he switched up the locker room to where, like, your position groups were super close last year, but maybe not the entire team.
Yes.
So who are you next to in the locker room? What's the mix-up for you?
Oh, yeah, I got Blake, O-line, and I got, I got Baker, cornerback.
Okay.
Then I got Marnie Hooker there, and that's it. We down the line. But it's good. It's different because I'm with Blake. Yeah. And the crazy part, me and Blake was at Jacksonville together.
Is that right?
Oh.
Yes, we was at Jacksonville together. So us talking, catching up, how was Jacksonville when I left, and different things like that. It's great.
You see a difference in Callie this year, year 2? I mean, has to be more comfortable, right?
More comfortable, and I see more confident. I see he definitely put in the work this offseason. I see he probably looked on film, and it was from some things he could have called better, and I'm sure he got them fixed.
Ardan Key with us on 3HL. Can you believe we've gone 3 minutes and haven't said Cam Ward's name?
Wow. Cam Ward, number 1 pick, baby. Let's get him.
What have you seen from him, man?
Oh, man.
What did he look like today?
Today he was good. I mean, they ran the ball a lot today, so you really couldn't see a lot today. But Cam, he got that dog in him.
Yeah.
And as a quarterback, he got that dog in him. We can talk to him as a D-line. We chirping back and forth, and he chirping back to us. So it's
like that.
I love it. I love it because it get us going. And then now we know, okay, we can talk to him and see if we can get under his skin, and it ain't going to affect him, or he not going to be down or sorry. He going to talk back, and the competition is there.
How chill is he?
Who?
Cam.
He ain't that chill. He not that chill. Don't get it twisted. He's not that chill.
Thanks, Arden.
Thank you.
How about that? Ardan Key.
I like
Don't get it twisted.
I like that.
I mean, he just lit up when he started talking about the trash talking with the quarterback. He loves it. He loves that his quarterback is talking back at him.
Yeah. And you know what? What I love even more about this whole situation, the excitement that we had coming into it, y'all didn't come in here and muzzle that. I didn't hear any other shows come in here and say, man, what we saw in the spring, him being that leader, him being that talker, that ain't quite what it is with all these veterans. And you're still seeing them trajectory going up. I like that. I'm waiting. I can't wait on the day that he has a down day to see his bounce back. Can't wait on that day.
That's right.
That's going to be the day. That's going to be the
Not
day
the
right
down
there.
day, the next day.
No, the next day, yeah, because the down day going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It's the bounce back that's going to be nasty.
Zero concern. Yeah.
But we got to see it now because we done jumped out there on them limbs before. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes,
like even with Tannehill.
Yeah.
When him coming back after Cincinnati, all the therapy he done been through, he on the board, he's relieved, he all right, he coming back in, and then all of a sudden, what? You was talking about, he saw ghosts.
I still maintain that
The yips.
Tannehill was not that bad.
He wasn't.
It was the yips.
It was that bad because of what we saw previously them other 2 years before that.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Seeing ghosts.
It's clear that this team is in a different mental
That's
space.
good. I like this.
Listen,
I like this.
A possible franchise quarterback who came in immediately and leads who people like and want to play with, and they see his skill set and they see what he can possibly be, that's gonna give you excitement and hope. But it's really fun to feel it when you're out there.
You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
The F&M Bank Chat is open. Mr. Keefe, Callie does look more confident. True. Vandy Man AD2, this team just sounds different, more confident and loose.
They do.
Having fun again. Tighten up. We'll talk more about it with Coach Mack when we come back. 3HL is presented by Ferguson Home, fergusonhome.com. I want to tell you about my friends at eSpaces. eSpaces.com is the website if you are looking for a place to work. Maybe the office is too noisy and congested. Maybe the house is the same way. You can talk with eSpaces.com about an office there for the day, for the week. Maybe you need a meeting room. Maybe you need to centralize employees and have meetings and things like that. eSpaces.com is the website. These guys with 15 locations. Cool Springs at Corporate Center and Brentwood at City Park, the two newest locations. And you can find out where all of the locations are and figure out which location is closest to you at eSpaces.com. Designed for entrepreneurs, teams, and established professionals, featuring private offices, team suites, meeting rooms that are fully equipped, 24/7 access, flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you're scaling up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Want to check it out? Tours are available now. Reserve your space early. Visit eSpaces.com. That's eSpaces.com.
Good gosh, it's hot outside, man. Woo! I can only imagine, like if you go in the house out of this heat. You been out there at training camp out there and the AC don't hurt?
Oh,
that's bad, Euro.
I want to think about it. So.
No, don't think about it. I'm here to make sure that you don't have to sit there and just swelter in that heat inside your house. Go to Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. Kevin and the family, family-owned, operated team. They come through for you. SpringHillAC.com. Dial into that right now, man, and understand what you're going to get. 21.2 and up for only $69. Check. Now, that AC that I was talking about, yeah, don't wait. Don't wait around. Don't do that. Free service calls. Check. You can get that with Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. And ask somebody else about your unit. You don't believe them? Call Spring Hill and watch what they do. They give free second opinions. And when it comes to the unit, get you a new unit. They got you covered. Up to 60 months, no interest financing with approved credit. Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. Who can beat them? Not anybody. SpringHillAC.com.
Good afternoon. It's 4:03. I'm just been on live from the 104.5 The Zone studios. Titans were on the practice field earlier today as they got their first training camp practice in the books. Cam Moore met with the media after the practice and was talking about his relationship with the offense and why it makes it so good.
Real good, just from an understanding of how they're going to run their routes, to them understanding, my ball placement where it needs to be, allow them to make plays up the field. But we got a talented group of receivers, tight ends as well, and running backs who can, make plays in the check down game and in the run game. So, just the pieces that we have, I think we're one of the top, we're capable of being one of the top offenses in the league.
In other Titans news today, they made a couple transactions, placing quarterback Will Levis on the injured list and Lorenzo Carter on the retired list. They also signed a couple players, defensive lineman Timmy Horn and running back Jamar Jefferson. For Foundation Repair and Waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home. The Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Coach Mack joins us now. Thanks to
Daddy.
our friends at Two Rivers 4. Coach, what's up? How are you?
Brent, Don, enjoyed seeing you today. Ron Slay, I know you'll be out there sooner or later. You missed a pretty warm day today.
Man, I heard about it, Coach Mack. Oh, boy.
Yeah, but you know what Ron Slay was doing while we were out there? Getting that knee to 115 degrees.
Well, you know what, and that's what Ron Slay should be doing. I saw D. Mace out there today and told him how much I enjoyed that Hall of Fame banquet.
Yep.
And told him the same thing I told you. That was quite the class that went in, and that was a hell of an event. And I tell you what, your two partners there showed you great love by the outfits that they wore.
They know
with the Vols orange. I gave Mr. Babs major props.
Mr. Babs was wearing an orange suit, and Babsy looked great as a Tennessee fan, didn't you?
No.
He did, yes.
Stop it.
I tell you what, she had all, as you would expect. She had all the accoutrements that go with it.
There you go.
Accoutrements.
It was good. It was a great time.
See, they capped it off with the Ron Slay headband. That was a phenomenal look for Babsy.
Let me tell you something. They had the right guy back in cleanup. The right.
Yes, they did.
Every one of the inductees. Of course, I was with Doug Matthews and his family.
Yeah.
But every one of those inductees that I talked to afterwards, the ones I got to talk to, said, and we all agreed. I said they had the right dude back in cleanup for all of you, and it was great.
That was a good time. Appreciate that, Coach
I
Mack,
loved it
man.
when Slay saluted East Tennessee, and everybody from East Tennessee cheered, and he saluted West Tennessee, and everybody from Memphis cheered, and then hit the mid-state, and everybody cheered. I love that part of it because he keeps saying you keep saying you're a Tennessee mutt.
Mutt, baby.
Represent
all of them.
man.
Embody them all.
Coach Mack, it was fun
Hold on.
after what?
What were you doing today, Coach Mack? He had a camera in his face
Okay,
all
look,
day.
and
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
he's doing Coach Mack things.
Full disclosure, for Titans All Access, I'm going to be mic'd up the whole time that we're here doing each position a day and going into deep detail, going way deep as far as starting out with the position coach, what he's teaching, why he's teaching it, how the drills relate to what they do in the install that day, and then point out how the drills, how the things that we've just watched, how they're put into group and how it's put into team. We're taking a deep dive. It's for Titans All Access, sponsored by Microsoft. It's going to be really, really good features. But I promise you today, I talked for an hour and a half straight out there about talking about the running backs, and I'm missing seeing a lot of other things. Of course, I've watched these guys, all in the off season. When I'm going to zero in on everybody is when we're going to make those trips to Tampa Bay and Atlanta. That's what I was doing today, and I'm doing the tight ends tomorrow. I'll be doing it every day until we run through all of the groups.
I gotta find a little spot. You let me come with you last time, Coach Mack. You were mic'd up, so I'm gonna have to sneak over there with you one time, man, because you did some great breakdowns for me to have me enjoying the game and understanding what I was watching.
Yeah, and I enjoy doing it, and just to give a deeper dive to it. And I enjoy interacting with the fans there too. I mean, Don was there. And Brent, the fans being there, that's a huge part of it for me now in the broadcasting part of my career is I can interact with the fans now. As a coach, you can't. You're out there on the field, you're working. But They hung in there today. I took a fan away from one lady. You know those little hand fans they have? I mean, it's something that everybody that is out there for a purpose, and they love being there. And so I want to acknowledge everybody out there that yells, "Hey, Coach Mack, can you come over here a minute?"
Yep. Me and Babsy were fortunate enough to have a bunch of our names called a bunch of times too, and we enjoy doing that as well. You walking through the fans, though, it looked like a receiving line.
Well, I mean, and you guys do the same thing. I mean, you know, these people that come out for those practices, they're invested in this team. And, you know, they stayed invested over a rough couple of years, but they're still invested. They bring their kids. And so the whole thing it's important to me, and I know it's important to you guys because, hey, look, this second career that I've got in football and even the first career, it depends on the fans. And so you got to acknowledge them and their part in this whole thing. That's a giant conglomerate that's the National Football League.
You always stress to us and anyone really to not be an IE, instant evaluator.
Don't do that, please, God, please don't.
It's hard not to, Coach Mack.
I might have been guilty today on I-Manor.
Well, a lot of people were impressed with him today. That was a consistent thing.
Let's talk about him a minute, just because, and again, I didn't focus on him today. You guys did, and I mean, you guys know what you're watching too. But just watching him through the off season, the thing that I like about him, and look, I get there at 7 in the morning. I talked to early this morning. Renee Stewart had some time with him. You know, who's Bones Fossil's assistant. That was a quality control coach after he got through playing here for the defense when I was coaching here. And so I talked to him, you know, about several things, and this is where I get and then I talked to Frank Bush for quite a bit, you know, it's just about some things. But the thing that has impressed me when I talked to Tyke Tolbert about I-Manor is when you're watching receivers, especially bigger receivers, that he's a pretty good sized receiver. He really, to me, is kind of bigger than he measures, if that makes sense.
Yeah. We thought he looked bigger than he measures.
I think so, Don. But anyway, those bigger receivers, the one thing that separates them, it's easy as a smaller, shorter receiver not to be segmented in your movement and your breaks. You understand? You know what I'm saying about segmented? In other words, you know, you're not having to raise and lower, you know, your body weight to be able to move, to be able to break and stuff. This guy's a big, long receiver that is so fluid. He is really, really fluid. And that's going to be a huge thing. I'm really looking forward to watching him, especially when the pads come on, because that's where a receiver that size, that is that fluid and not segmented, can really get some separation.
Yeah, and not to be an IE here, and that's a good point. I can't wait to see the pads come on, and that guy will be one that I'm watching because he looks like he has the body type that can absorb hits and keep going, you know?
Yeah, and also it's a good point, and also deliver some hits.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I mean he's gonna get rat-a-tat-tatted in this league now, just because of, you know, how they're going to use him. But his just breaking his tape down during the draft and then watching him all through the off season, some receivers are smoother than others. He's a smooth mover.
Smooth operator.
Another thing that we were talking about on the sideline, Coach, was, and you agreed with me, but I was surprised that Kevin Winston Jr. was not on the PUP list, which is the physically unable to perform
you and me
list.
both, Brent.
Yeah, going through what he went through.
You know, I had said, you know, that because I don't ask these coaches about, you know, the players' health. I just don't. I mean, that's not my part. When I was a coach and somebody that wasn't a coach asked me about the player's health, I mean, that's a no-no. That's just, you know. But anyway, but I just knowing what his injury was, and the fact that he worked on the side the whole time, you know, during the OTAs and the mini camps, I thought he might start off on PUP myself. I mean, you know, I really believe that. And then when we got that news, I found out about it when you guys did. that really, really surprised me. I tell you what, you talk about just passing the eye test as a good-looking unit. That's a good-looking unit.
Yeah, and they'll ramp him up, right? Like, so we saw him out there a little bit today, and they'll ramp him up. But it's such a positive thing for the defense if that dude is available.
Yeah, they look. You've got a veteran staff. They won't just jump him in there. But the fact that he can be out there with the team now is something huge. You know, in talking to the coaches, they say he's very, very bright in the classroom. But if you guys probably watched him, if you watched him prior to the draft before he got hurt, I mean, this guy brings a hammer. He's got a good sense back in the back end, and he also he is a downhill seeker, as a safety, and also Denard's going to have a 3 safety defense. I promise you.
Yeah,
I can show you some of the things that he's going to do with 3 safeties, and that is why I think that they were so excited when they drafted him.
Good stuff. I another thing we're all watching is inside linebacker next to Cody Barton, and I did notice that
the Williams kid looks different too.
I brought that up earlier. He did look different, right? Like just proportionally different. He looked more like a linebacker than a safety.
Yeah, and he started. You can tell that their nutrition program and also this whole body composition thing they're doing. This team looked. Now they're not in pads yet, but just the way they looked, and especially in the 5 weeks since they come back. You know what the term "slicked up" means? I mean, when you get a horse ready for a race, you slick them up in training.
I get slicked up.
These guys look different. They look different. I mean, you can. I mean, everybody focuses on Jeffrey Simmons and J.C. Latham, but there's some other guys too, and Williams is one of them. He looks like he's starting to develop an NFL body.
Yeah,
he had an NFL frame when he came in here. He didn't have an NFL body yet.
Is that what they're doing to Slay right now, slicking him up?
Oh, I'm good and slicked.
Let me tell you something. When we watched that highlight tape at that Hall of Fame banquet of Slay was a DAWG, man. I mean, that dude. Here's the other thing, too. He was true to himself. He acted just the same. Anytime he went up under and slammed on somebody, he came right off talking to the camera and talking to the crowd.
I had to let everybody know, Coach Mack, in case they missed it.
There's nothing wrong with that. But I tell you what, when you said, wait a minute, and turn around and put that headband on, the place went crazy.
Yeah, that was on
awesome.
the right, Mac.
Coach Mack presented by Two Rivers Ford.
It was only right.
We'll see you at camp, Coach Mack. Thank you.
All right, guys.
All right, Mac.
See ya.
Coach Mack, presented by Two Rivers Ford. When we come back, Todd Ferman, our guy in Vegas, we'll talk about the AFC South win totals. Okay. What does he see in the AFC South, and how does Cam Ward, obviously being the number 1 quarterback, change things at all, if at all? 615-737-1045, always a number. But Todd Ferman is next. 3 1045 The Zone. Boomtown. Well, spring has sprung, and you all know what that means. It's officially moving season. A time filled with hours of packing, unpacking, and so much bubble wrap. But the first thing that you should do when moving into your new home is make sure that the Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity. It's super quick and easy to set up. Then, boom, you'll have your new home hooked up with the ultimate Wi-Fi experience faster than the time it takes to parallel park a moving truck. Then you'll be back online with the most reliable Wi-Fi with the best in-class equipment from Xfinity. So you can just kick back, relax, and stream your favorite movies and TV shows while someone else deals with all those boxes. Because with Xfinity, the only thing that you'll have to worry about is remembering where you pack the remote. Make the right and easy move with Xfinity. Learn more at xfinity.com/move. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Most reliable Wi-Fi claim based on OpenSignal Awards USA. Fixed broadband experience report August 2024. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. The Todd father is back. Our guy Todd Ferman in Vegas. Todd, what's up, man?
I missed you guys for my 2-week European sojourn. Congrats to Slay for his Hall of Fame induction. And Slay told me there was a story behind a video that circulated on social media with him driving a Rascal with you two right behind him. So, Slay, I got to hear all these details because you weren't forthcoming over text about what went on there.
So that part was in Atlanta. That's when we was in Atlanta, and I was cruising around on my little hoverboard.
It was amazing. Like, he was, the sidewalks of Atlanta offer challenges, via construction, or sometimes they just run out of sidewalk or people. And he was a master manipulator with that thing.
Yeah, I was getting it done, man. But I would like to say, Todd, Father, on your journey, looking at some of your pictures, those were some
jealous.
I was jealous for one, and those were some of my stomping grounds. Like, I got some bodies buried over there, man. You know what I mean? So.
I figured, I was trying to go through some of your international history. I wasn't sure where I could drop your name and get treated like royalty, or where I would drop your name and they'd run me out of the city with pitchforks. So I figured I would err on the side of caution with all that. But definitely good to get away for 2 weeks. As always, we probably cram way too much crap into about a 2-week window. I think 8 hotels, a flight cancellation, a train strike, all thrown in there, add to the degree of difficulty. But if you're going to travel internationally, it never goes smoothly for anybody that's already dove into those kind of waters in the past.
What was the best element to your European tour? Yeah.
Honestly, I was kind of blown away with some of the scenery in Switzerland. Came in with, high expectations, because clearly you don't pick a lot of those destinations unless you think you're going to see some cool things and a little bit of history that comes along with it, but probably exceeded what I anticipated going in. We took some scenic train rides through the Swiss countryside and the Alps, and you realize these villages are basically planted along bodies of water in between peaks in the mountains. You're going up and down and sideways. And the last spot that we stopped in, a small town about 45 minutes outside of Geneva, Switzerland, called Vevey. They call it the Swiss Riviera on Lake Geneva. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, jumped into the lake there, 76 degrees. Couldn't have asked for better weather the entire time. And, very fortunate we have the opportunity, my wife and I, to take these trips during the summer before football season starts to barrel down on all of us.
So, Father, how clean was it over there, though?
That was the biggest takeaway from my wife, and I think, Dawn, you would appreciate this. She goes, I've never been in a country where I've been in public restrooms and felt like they were cleaner than the ones I used in my home than in Switzerland. And so her running joke, Slay, through that whole trip was, at least they're taking some of that dirty money that they're protecting around the world and they're putting it into public services. So
That's right, dude.
She was thrilled in that regard.
Dude, they looked at me, my Swiss moment was I went into the store and I was buying some Avion water and people were looking at me like I was nuts. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, everybody drinks straight out the faucet. Like, it don't get no better.
Hey, trust me, that was the one thing we asked at some of the hotels. They go, yep, the tap water's potable. Feel free to take these bottles, refill them, and take full advantage. The one thing about the trip that I don't think I was ready for, and granted, I dealt with a little bit of a cold or flu bug towards the end. It took us roughly an hour in a town called Zermatt to get to the top of the Matterhorn at about 14,000 feet, give or take a little bit there. We were probably on that gondola for about 55 minutes in total, and I just had to keep reminding Nicole not to look down because it probably was not the best overall experience for her, looking down over these gorges and these canyons about 45, 50 feet in the air, hanging by a cable or two max.
Beef on YouTube says not cleaner than Buc-ee's, though.
Man, I'm listen here. I'm a big fan of Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's can't touch Switzerland. I'm telling you. Hey, man, that stuff is amazing, dog. Crazy.
No, it was definitely beautiful, and I think for a lot of people that run to London and Paris and some of the bigger cities that have cachet, Switzerland would definitely move towards the top of my list, and felt extremely fortunate that we had the opportunity to do so and spend some quality time there, kind of checking out the sites and seeing all that high-end retail stuff that I can't afford because I don't get a paycheck like Sly.
See, stop it.
Todd Ferman, our guy in Vegas, at Todd Ferman on Twitter. Let's take a look at the AFC South, Todd, as NFL training camps have opened up.
Bray, you really want to do this? I mean, Will Levis gets shoulder surgery now. I could have told anybody around that organization he needed it week 3 last year. What the hell took so long for them to figure it out?
That's a great question.
He was still battling. He was still in competition.
It tells me all I need to know, that they didn't want any competition in Camp Slade, that they just wanted to hand the starting job to Cam Ward, and they didn't want him looking over his shoulder there. But go ahead. Any questions on the AFC South? I'm happy to answer.
Did their win total change with Levis's shoulder surgery news?
Yeah, it actually moved up 4.5 games, so the Titans are now the favorites in the AFC South. No, when you look at the over-under for the Titans, we can start at the bottom of the division. Sits at 5.5, shaded to the over at minus $1.30, and I'm sure Titans fans hoping to kind of catch lightning in a bottle with a rookie quarterback like we saw last year with the Denver Broncos. The problem is with this Titans team is that roster has a long way to go to be able to compete. But at the same time, the one silver lining is that it is arguably the worst division in football from top to bottom, because while the Houston Texans, for me, are a fringe top 10 team the way they power rate, there are still questions that they have to answer along their offensive line. And will we see what the real C.J. Stroud is? Is it the guy that took the league by storm as a rookie? It's clearly not going to be the player that struggled with his footwork as much as he did last year. I think the truth will lie somewhere in the middle. And then we go to the two teams sitting in the middle, in the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jags, in my opinion, have a higher ceiling in the division. If Liam Cohen can get this offense humming on all cylinders and their defense can do something to provide a level of resistance. But I actually think the Colts, if they were to go with Daniel Jones as their starter coming out of camp, have a higher floor, because I think he can at least operate the offense the way that Shane Steichen would like. And while you're not blown away with some of the personnel on that roster, their schedule is extremely favorable. And I think the Colts, you can make a slight case for them to be a little bit of a dark horse in the division and make it push as a potential wild card team, even in a very deep AFC.
We heard from a strange source at SEC Media Days, of all things, that Daniel Jones will be the starter to start the season. So
and very similar. Honestly, very similar intel to what we've heard as well.
Yeah.
Even though Anthony Richardson not on the PUP list right now, I think that they're going to lean on the veteran, not rush Richardson back. And if you listen to the comments from the ownership group, from Jim Irsay's daughter or daughter-in-law, I'm not sure the exact dynamic there, pretty much saying that they have the luxury of not rushing Anthony Richardson back. So I really believe we will see Daniel Jones under center week 1, a game the Colts will go into in a very emotionally charged environment as a 1.5 point dog, depending on where you look.
So if the Titans are 5.5, would you go over or under that?
For me, I think Cam Ward can erase a lot of their deficiencies. The biggest question is, will he have kind of that Jaden Daniels type impact, and can he play, off script and be able to extend plays? I'm not making a case to go under with the Titans, although I think that roster has a lot of questions they have to answer. I would lean slightly over. The interesting part, though, is you begin to go through their schedule, and the way I break it up is looking at teams before and after the bye. You try and identify the wins that this team can look for, and if they're going to go over the schedule, you probably have to win the divisional game week 3 at home against the Indianapolis Colts. You probably have to steal the game on the road, or they'll be short underdogs against Vegas in early October, and maybe pick off another game there so they can have 3 wins banked going into the back half of the schedule, where I think you'd be pretty confident knowing that included home dates against the Seattle team, who I'm down on, even Jacksonville, New Orleans the second to last week of the season, and maybe a winnable game on the road at Cleveland against the Browns, depending on who they'll have under quarterback.
This from Jim Wyatt. Titans quarterback Cam Ward said Treylon Burks is going to be one of the best, one of the team's top receivers this year. Said he's excited to have him out.
I give Cam Ward a world of credit, because he said this on his Twitch stream even before he was drafted by the Tennessee Titans, and he's holding true. My biggest question is this. I just want to know who's number 1 in the Treylon Burks fan club or president of the fan club. Is Ron Slay going to have to fight Cam Ward for that dubious distinction going into the 2025 season?
Well, I will say this. Since he's the one that kind of possesses the power to make him elevate his game to the next level, I'll be fine being 1B in this.
That's fair, but you know what? This is a watershed moment, so we should mark this down at 4:32 Central Time here on Wednesday, July 23rd, that Slay is admitting somebody in the city of Nashville has more power and cachet than he does.
No, just with Treylon.
Oh, okay. I'm glad we made sure we clarified that, Slay. Yeah, I thought we were going a bridge too far that we weren't going to be able to come back from. So I'm glad that you decided to scale it back pretty quickly here.
It was turning into a 55-minute gondola ride.
No.
55 minutes on that thing with that kind of height.
I mean, you're going up, right, down, left, center. I mean, you're on that thing for a long time. The good thing is that, like Slay said, they're pretty clean. They're relatively private, so you get to hang out. And if you want to try and find as much space to stretch out, you don't have to be anywhere close to your significant other who you've probably grown sick of, at least in her case towards me, after being on the road for 2 weeks and not having anybody else to lean on.
Yeah, no, I'm going to get in that thing, and I'm not moving.
No. You're sitting still as long as possible. But I probably didn't bring you what I needed to from an overall clothing standpoint, not realizing that while it's 65 at the base of the mountain, it's about 26, 27 degrees towards the top, and you're up there in shorts and a windbreaker. It gets to be a little chilly, let me tell you, boys and girls.
Okay. Texans and Jags at 7.5. Where do you find more value in one of those two teams?
You mean the Colts at 7.5 and the Jags? If I can get the Texans at 7.5, I'm happy to go over there. So,
sorry.
No, I think that when I look at these two teams, the Jags have a chance to really exceed odds makers' expectations. But if they're going to go over 7.5, I'd be willing to take a little bit of a flyer to bet them to win the division, because if everything were to work out well for them, they at least have the offensive talent that'll be able to take care of some of the shortcomings on the defensive side. Whereas for the Colts, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they hovered right around 500, finished 8-9, 9-8, if they just didn't shoot themselves in the foot like they did all too often last year. So if I'm looking at those two teams and I'm trying to make a case, would lean over on the Colts win total, but if I was betting anything Jags, I would take that bigger price tag on them to win the division. Although, like I said, from a clear power rating standpoint, the Houston Texans are that top team in the division, and if they're able to figure out what's ailed them on the offensive line, they have a chance to maybe make that next jump, especially with a true number 2 receiver that they'll be able to have opposite Nico Collins taking the kid out of Iowa State.
So we're going to a comedy show tonight. Evidently, ACC Media Days was that. SMU coach Rhett Lashley says that the ACC is tough, said the SEC is top-heavy. This is exactly what he said.
I mean, you look at our league, we had like 4 10-win teams, 2 playoff teams, a handful of 9-win teams, 13 bowl teams. I mean, there's just not a lot of easy wins on the schedule. And there's other leagues that claim depth, but like, the SEC's had the same 6 schools win a championship since 1964. Same 6.
It's really 7. Kentucky tied Georgia in 1976. And if he goes one more year to 62, then it's 8. Plus, the SEC, for about 30 years of that, had only 10 teams. Anyway, he was right about the number of 10-win teams. He was right about the playoff teams. He said a handful of 9-win teams. If 2 is a handful, then he's right about that. 13 bowl teams, although that's misleading because they only had 9 teams with a winning record in the ACC, but that's okay. Where is he coming from? Is the ACC close to the SEC in terms of strength?
Well, 2 may be a handful if we're talking to Jason Pierre-Paul. So it all depends on exactly, what direction we're going in. But before we get into this, Brent, we should be asking Dawn if she wants to either defend or prosecute her man, Rhett Lashley, there. So, Dawn, the floor is yours, depending on how you want to try and spin this before I can go into my numerically driven diatribe here.
Listen, my guy is just trying to defend his league and, defend all that money at SMU. I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing.
That sounded like Dawn was the public defender assigned in My Cousin Vinny to try and keep them off the stand. So when we go through the ACC, it's 4 teams that clearly are a cut above. And I'll go one step further, saying that it's basically Clemson and Miami before you drop off from a pure power rating standpoint going into this season. But Clemson and Louisville, those 4 teams are separated by, we'll call it 10.5 points, at least on the power number standpoint. And then it's a drop-off to Florida State and everybody else. If we go from the top of the league to the bottom and Clemson were to play Stanford today on a neutral field, I'd make that number right around Clemson a 31-point favorite. To put things in perspective for the SEC on the other side of things, the SEC's top is a lot more bunched up. From Alabama right now, who I have as my top power-rated team in the conference, all the way down to we'll call it Florida, Texas A&M, and that would include Alabama, Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Florida, Texas A&M. All of those teams basically separated by 10 points. If we want to throw Oklahoma and South Carolina in there, separated by 11. And then again, from the top of the league to the very bottom, with Alabama going down to Mississippi State, you're looking at the Tide right around a 4-touchdown favorite on a neutral if those teams were to play tomorrow.
So I think that's interesting with what you just said, and we've talked about this before, but maybe people are new to the show. From what you do as a professional sports gambler, you have power numbers for all these teams. You come up with a point spread in your head, and if the point spread that is actually out there that you can find at various books is way off of what you have, that's when you go into action.
Yep, exactly. And, the power rating is kind of the baseline with where you start, and that's where you get into some of the nuance and everything else on a week-in, week-out basis. You can come up with a numerical value that essentially levels the playing field between Team A and Team B, and then you begin to evaluate what home field is worth, what the schedule is, the injuries for the players that are and aren't available. Are teams playing, back-to-back road games? Is it the middle of a proverbial sandwich spot off of emotional games? And the goal is to identify teams that are going to be in an advantageous spot that the betting market hasn't properly been able to encapsulate versus a team that may be a little bit overvalued based on recent results. And that's part of what makes early season college football relatively more challenging now with the transfer portal, is because you have to make bigger swings at some of these power numbers than you would in the past. I mean, last year, for example, Florida State probably moved for me about 23.5 to 24 points from where they were coming into the season, going 2-10.
Wow.
And sometimes you don't move those teams aggressively enough, knowing how the roster construction is. So you don't want to overreact to just one data point, but in this day and age, you don't want to underreact as well, because as you guys have seen, teams that start poorly, the wheels can fall off relatively quickly as a lot of those kids start to look towards the transfer portal and figure out where their next payday is going to come from, instead of fighting for that third or fourth win that'll mean nothing in late November.
That's really interesting. So, when we're talking about win totals, you kind of mentioned a few weeks ago something that a lot of people were talking about at SEC Media Day is speculation about DJ Lagway and an injury there that has not been announced because they haven't started practice yet.
Yep, exactly. And that's something that a lot of folks are going to monitor. The one thing I will say about Florida, if you look at some of the prominent national books for the Game of the Year price tags, Florida's been a team that has been a buy on in some of those games. We've seen a little bit of money come in and some of their marquee matchups. And I think they're a very interesting team, but one that'll only go as far as DJ Lagway's health can take them. And if he's at least limited from his throwing capabilities or his mobility in the pocket with the hamstring, then you have to temper some of those expectations, because for the second straight year, the schedule makers have done absolutely no favors for the Gators. But that's where it gets to be fun. And you try and figure out, which coaches and programs are telling the truth, which beat writers are trying to pump the tires on their various sides. And we won't necessarily know who all these teams are until toe meets leather, week 0 and week 1, when all these teams start to take the field.
Might not be fun for Lagway, I was just going to say. But anyway.
Hamstring, man, soft tissue, always a bad conversation, especially when it's early and lingering. So do your home field advantage numbers change throughout the year, or is it set?
So they don't change as much throughout the year as they do kind of year over year. And while I know some of this stuff is narrative driven, there is a difference when you play in some of these venues based on time of day or a weeknight. Yeah. The home field advantage that I'm going to attribute to Waco on opening Friday night when your beloved Auburn Tigers go in there will be substantially more done than, say, the middle of the season and a 11 o'clock Central kickoff when they're playing a team at the bottom of the Big 12 standings, the same way for LSU and all of that. Now, at the same time, if there is a major talent discrepancy between teams, that home field advantage gets mitigated a little bit. But if two teams are relatively equal, it's going to be an electric atmosphere. That's where you want to try and make sure that you're doing a better job building in, some of those intangible edges. And it may be something as straightforward as, what we expect for some of these big 110,000 seat venues, or the kind of adjustments that you want to make for a team in the Mountain West that hasn't traveled to altitude or elevation in the past and has to go to Laramie for a game in the middle of November. That's a lot different than playing there the second week in September.
Okay, so are Baylor and Auburn equal? No.
In terms of their overall power rating, the way things look right now, or where are we going with this? That's an awfully open-ended question, and I'm not sure what necessarily you want the answers to at this juncture.
Well, when you're talking about the home field advantage here, I would think that it wouldn't matter as much for Auburn.
For me, I make Auburn right now about a 5-point favorite on a neutral field. And so when I adjust for Baylor going in, I still have to dig into these teams a little bit more. Yeah. I'll give Waco roughly a field goal. So it takes the number kind of in line with where the market is, hovering below that key number of 3. I will admit I have seen a little bit of professional money come in on the road favorite here at -1. But I think it's always interesting when we're discussing these games, 5-6 weeks out, especially around key numbers. It's what we always say, and I use the nerdy term called asymmetric risk. If I like Baylor, I'm not running to the window to bet the Bears right now at +1.5, +2. I'm going to wait as long as possible and hope that I have the opportunity to grab 3. Whereas if I think Auburn is the side and that's offering a little bit of opportunity and upside, I may wait till books start to make the money line a little bit more widely available and be able to lay a cheap price tag there at -$1.25, thinking that Jackson Arnold, a revamped offensive line, and maybe an underrated cast of skill position players will have Auburn headed in the right direction.
God, it's all of this is fascinating.
I wasn't
what you do is
anticipating
fascinating to me.
the detailed breakdown of Auburn and Baylor today on the show.
Right, this far out. I love it.
Joe says Vols are easily an 8-win team. Is that true, Ferman?
Well, the only reason that the Vols would be an 8-win team, and you and Slay can cover yours at the same time, would be because of the schedule. That's the one thing that works in Tennessee's favor, because I think this is a team right now that has had a lot of questions to answer, and I'm sure there are plenty of Vols fans that are concerned about the offense even coming into the season and what it'll look like with Joey Aguilar under center, because I'm sure plenty of Tennessee fans didn't watch Aguilar turn the ball over and over and over again as the starting quarterback at Appalachian State. But we're going to get a pretty good indication early on, even as a 2-touchdown favorite against Syracuse on a neutral, what this Tennessee team can do. But they did take under money when Nico transferred out, and there was a pretty well-respected group that has a little bit of market influence that also bet the Vols under probably about 2.5-3 weeks ago. So if this team is able to exceed oddsmakers' expectations, it'll be because of the schedule and teams that underachieve. But from an overall talent standpoint, I don't have Tennessee in my upper echelon of the SEC this year.
Thank you, Todd. Great stuff, man. Good to have you back, brother.
Always a pleasure. Look forward to it, and I'm stuck with you guys, or vice versa. Appears every Wednesday from now until we crown a national champion. What? It feels like in early February, January. I can't even keep track of this expanded college football schedule these days.
You don't need to. We'll just go through it together. Thank you, Todd.
Thanks, Ferman.
Nice time, father.
At Todd Ferman on Twitter. All right, more 3HL next on 104.5 The Zone.
MedicalHouseCalls.com. Healthcare designed for your life. Fellas, if you're out there and you're trying to recover, you do the workouts early in the morning, you say, you know what, I ain't going to do it so early. I'm going to do it midday so I can have some energy, get that boost, or so I won't be so tired by the time the end of the day comes. Well, they got active recovery for you. That's exactly what it is. And we hate going to the doctors, hate going to the doctor's office. We'd rather do it in our home. They come to your door, knock on your door. It is everything that you can imagine. How it works, it's a process that's very simple. You call or text Medical House Calls, and their team will assess what you need within minutes. Book your visit, and after a quick chat, they'll schedule your visit. Medical providers will be at your door, deliver care that gets you back ASAP. Trust me, I've done it. Had to travel the next day, 2 days, and felt like a truck just hit me from being sick. Got my fluids in me. They got the mobile IV therapy, and boom, I was ready to go. 615-838-2375 is the number. 615-838-2375, medicalhousecalls.com.
An important message for you from our good friends at Bart Durham Injury Law. Some lawyers chase ambulances, and they'll do anything to get your attention. That is not Blair Durham. That is not Bart Durham Injury Law. That is not the way his team works, because I don't know if you knew, but if someone calls you after a wreck, they are breaking the law. There are lawyers that will break the law if they call you after a wreck. But Marine veteran Blair and the team at Bart Durham Injury Law, they don't play those games, but they are there for you. So when you make the call to them at 615-242-9000, they answer immediately. Local, trusted, ready to fight for you. There's no gimmicks. Just a team that is on your side from the start. So if you or someone you love is ever in a wreck, don't forget Blair's number, 615-242-9000. They are here 24/7, local, trusted, ready to fight for you. That is Bart Durham Injury Law at 615-242-9000.
of it. You want some more of it? Well, join in with us right now. 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone. Titans practice is underway. Training camp, people, that is. It started all across the league. I think we got 2 teams that have not winning Pittsburgh, and someone else is supposed to join tomorrow, and that'll be all 32 back active and ready to roll. I know you've been missing it. We've been catching you up throughout today. Babsy and Euro were out there. Zeph, did you go out there today? You ain't go out there.
I did not today.
Yeah. You going tomorrow?
Maybe. I'll definitely be there. I'll definitely be there next week.
I think I may go. I may go tomorrow. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna go wheelchair. My little play sister Steph, who's with the Titans, is supposed to be trying to figure out a little spot I can kind of get to where I won't be in the way, or I won't have to be in the move and do stuff like that, but I'll still be able to see. So figure that out.
Honestly, I think you should just roll out there in your wheelchair so that you can
roll
just
out there in a wheelchair. Huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
In a wheelchair or a scooter?
A scooter.
No, my little wheelchair.
That's not a wheelchair.
Motorized wheelchair.
But it's a scooter.
That's not a wheelchair. You don't want to be in a wheelchair.
Oh, okay.
You're a scooter.
It's a scooter.
Yeah.
Sleigh scooter.
Yeah. Sleigh ride.
From your guy, Kevin.
Ride.
Yeah, thanks,
You haven't
Kevin.
returned it.
Yeah, I'm returning it tomorrow.
After practice.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'll be already ready.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
I will say it is so hot out there.
I know. I still got my little Titans bucket hat, so I'm going to try to have that on.
I think you need to fasten like a big umbrella on the back of the scooter.
That hot. Gotcha.
Like open it up.
Do you want me to bling it?
The
no,
umbrella?
it's still, the back's still bling. Remember my front. My front is not bling. No, well,
No, I'm saying your umbrella.
Oh,
I just walked in. What in the world are we talking about?
Talking about blinding all the players, apparently.
Slay's going to take the
practice
scooter to practice tomorrow.
Oh, you are?
And I said
told him
he should. I said he should put an umbrella, like put an umbrella attached to it so it like covers him, so he's not like sitting in the sun on that scooter.
He's going to need help getting onto like the media part. There's a fan part and then a fence.
They got a fence now?
Yeah, and it's like a boxing ring fence. Like I had to hold the top part up for Babs to go through the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
So Slay's going to get off the scooter, pick the scooter up, put the scooter over, they crawl through, and then get back on the scooter.
They're flexible. They're flexible ropes.
Oh, okay.
They're flexible ropes, yeah.
I can ride under.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
But, you know, when I held it as high as it would go up, and she still almost couldn't get through because of that backpack.
Backpack was rough.
Backpack.
And of course,
in the
I have
heat.
8 million things. I got to clean that thing out before football season.
Yep. You just told me that.
Do you remember I did it?
You did.
I think like 4 months ago.
Man, and your desk was layered.
There was so much dirt.
No, dog hair.
Dog hair.
Yeah, the dog hair.
I mean, embarrassing.
Ramon was complaining about coming in and there being like stuff all over that side of the.
I remember that. The last time you cleaned it up.
He's like, man, did someone like spill something in here? And I was like, no. And I was like, oh, wait.
After she got done cleaning out her bag, she dropped it.
Sure did. Yeah.
Everything fell out.
Thanks, minivan.
Former Tennessee point guard Guy Ziegler has signed a deal to play overseas in France's top professional league. He'll play for Nanterre 92 in the LNB Elite.
We played them. I got a video of me playing against them. Nanterre, spanked up on Nanterre. They were like 19-9 or something. Good little game against Nanterre.
Was it there in Nanterre?
Yeah, it was. Good game. I was in Lille at the time. Lille.
In France, do they whistle to boo? They do that at the French Open.
Yeah, they do
whistle.
that in Europe. It's Europe period.
Everywhere in Europe?
Yep. Whistle boo. Mm-hmm.
Even at basketball games?
Yep.
That's weird.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, you're indoors, man. That's going to echo
They
in there.
can't wait. Heck yeah.
They can't wait.
Can't wait.
At least they're not throwing fireworks at you.
That's turkey.
Turkey. Yeah, turkey.
You got fireworks thrown at you?
Turkey and Greece, they still do it. Mm-hmm.
Really?
How do you even what do you even do?
They throw flares.
You just kind of try to act like you don't see it.
It's kind of hard not to see a flare off that court.
Oh, I know.
Like that weird dude in Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly.
Do they do it mid-game?
Yeah, like this is all day. This is the entire game.
Oh, man. If they did that here, people would be complaining about it and blaming Tennessee for it or something.
I can see.
Well, they'd be arresting
Geodis act like it's going to get a little bit like that, though. They get a little rowdy over there.
They're getting rowdy in there?
I think so.
Yeah.
They say it's a hell of an environment. I just ain't been in that atmosphere.
Who was it? Oh, the Kentucky player that said when he moved here from Italy, And Ghana, was that where he was?
Ghana too, yep.
How he said, he told his neighbor, oh, yeah, I'll play football.
Yeah.
Thought it was soccer.
Yeah. When signed him up, he was like,
Signed him up. He's like, what is this?
yeah, helmet and pads and all this.
They gave him shoulder pads. He's like, what do you do with this? Yeah, that was the cornerback from Kentucky. He's from Cincinnati.
Little
Four-star player.
Alex Afari Jr.
Afari,
yeah.
Afari,
A little less hostile crowds in this football.
All right, when we come back, more training camp talk as training camp has begun. The Titans' 2025 season officially underway, and we'll go from there. 3HL 615-737-1045.
All right, y'all. KellamStemCellInstitute.com is where you go for holistic stem cell therapy. Patients have experienced remarkable results from a wide range of issues. Get your own testimony that you get to have and carry with you. It's your body, it's your cells, it's your solution. Not only do they harvest your body's stem cells, but also store them for future and continued use. Sit down with Dr. Kellam, Ethan Kellam, that's he is, and tell him everything that is going on with your body, the situations that you have, what's making the inflammation flare up, and get it handled. I promise you, y'all come up with a plan that will get everything exactly the way it's supposed to be. Congestive heart failure, lung issues, autism, arthritis. You can't miss 615-850-4415. That's 615-850-4415. You call in there and tell them Big Slate told you, and that you heard this. You never know what you might get. Might get a nice little treat. You never know, but you can't know if you call. All you got to do is hit them up. KELLUM, that's KellamStemCellInstitute.com.
Good afternoon. It is 5:04. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone studios. The Titans were back on the practice field today as the first day of training camp began. Cam Warren spoke with the media after the practice and said that he believes that this could be one of the best offenses in the NFL after the connection he has with the weapons. And NFL news around the league, Arizona Cardinals first-round defensive lineman Walter Nolan suffered a calf injury at the team facility that will likely knock him out for most or all of training camp, according to Ian Rappaport. Also, the Bengals officially placed defensive end Trey Hendrickson on the reserve did not report list, meaning the holdout begins. For your foundation repair, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Three HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. The Titans began training camp today. We'll talk about it if you want in. 615-737-1045.
I want in, y'all.
You're in here.
Hump day.
You are in the building.
Absolutely in the building.
115 today at the
Man, I'm
PT.
pushing. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to Coach. I often say Coach Greg Robb. Dr. Robb. He's been like a coach, though. So.
He has been a coach to you.
Yeah, man. I'm going to put Dr. Robb in the boom boom room, too, soon.
Dr. Coach Robb.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Dr. Robb.
Might put him and Nikki in the boom boom room together because the tag team they've been doing on me, man, get me back.
Yeah.
Whew.
How many weeks of this you got?
4. 4 will be Friday.
No, I mean, how many do you have to do? Like total, you know?
They say 16.
Oh. Well, I mean, if they say it.
I ain't the average healer, though.
Oh, yeah, you beat the drugs, you beat the, well, that didn't sound good.
No, I did beat the drugs because they had to put more in me.
Oh, the anesthesia. Yeah, I should have said anesthesia.
A little weak anesthesia, man.
You beat drugs.
I did.
You can watch us on live YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
There she is. She's Dawn Davenport.
What up, baby? I feel like that's Babsy singing that almost.
I think she could. I think she could do a pretty good imitation there.
Oh, that's questionable.
No, Babsy.
Should I pull up the instrumental?
No, you should not. No.
Joan Jett had that little strain in her voice doing that. Did you see that? That would be hard to do over and over and over.
Yeah, we just need to do one
And
take.
she's still doing it. She's old. Durr.
With crop tops.
Yep. Older.
Older with crop tops. She sent you a crop top.
Sure did.
Everybody keeps asking about Boo Carter. I know we're talking Titans.
Yeah.
But there's all this stuff out there about Boo Carter.
It's all swirling rumors.
It's all. I saw Adam Sparks wrote something.
He did.
But that's the thing, though. People want us to talk about it, but is what you want to talk? What us to talk about? All the rumors? There's nothing concrete. He's missed practice. That's all you know.
And the leadership council on the team, so players,
well, like what Miles Kisselman was talking
have
about,
gotten onto him.
Yeah, so that's the other part. If y'all would listen to our shows while we were at SEC Media Day, Miles Kisselman came on and explained exactly what was different about this team and last year's team, and personally him stepping up and saying something. Then you take the facts of what you have. The leadership and the voice is different, not only on one side, but both sides of the ball. And what's different is if Miles Kisselman says something, then Mayer is a part of the leadership board. He backs him up. So it's not just him talking to a guy saying, hey, man, you got to get right. You can't be doing that. It's 10 other guys coming and saying, yeah, dog, we ain't letting you slip like that. Accountability.
Right.
So that's all we know.
He may not.
He is being held accountable by his teammates right now.
Bingo.
Is what's going on.
Here's what we know. He may play for Tennessee in 2025. He may not.
Right.
We do not know.
We have no earthly idea.
Now, the head coach said he's going to address the situation on July 29th when they have their media day up there. But the one thing that stood out to me about Miles Kitselman was that leadership council, at least this one, whatever this version of leadership council is, they don't mess around.
No, they don't.
They will address players that aren't showing up.
Yep. And that's cool. That's where you wanted to be. So, like somebody said it yesterday in the chat, and it was like, dog, like, what do you want us to say? You want us to talk about the rumors? Open up the phone lines. Everybody call in with every rumor you heard about Boo Carter. All right, boom. We heard he was in the game. Boom, it was a fight in Chattanooga. Boom, it was fight against teammates. Boom, somebody pulled a gun on somebody. Boom, like, what do you want? He got a new agent, the one that Ace Bailey had. Like, what you want us to talk about?
The only thing that is concrete that is out there that Adam Sparks reported was that Carter missed numerous team activities. He was confronted by,
there you go,
I'm assuming, Kittelman and team leaders, yes, because of his absence.
That's it.
Right now, that's the only concrete thing that is out there, and Heupel will address it in 6 days.
That's all we got.
Yep.
So
it really does make me wonder if Heupel's like, I'm going to talk about this in 6 days if something hadn't already been decided. I don't know.
Or
because you might not have to address it.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Exactly.
Well, practice starts the 30th. So
6 days away.
If he's going to talk on the 29th, then
that's their usual media day thing that they do, and every university does the day before.
So I have a question. These team activities, are these like mandatory team activities where like they're supposed to be there? Or are these like, hey,
I don't think you can have mandatory activities.
That's what I'm saying. Are these like summer things where like, hey guys, like we're 6 days away from like getting started. Let's get a head start on this stuff.
Yeah.
Great question.
Exactly. The second one.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
because nothing is mandatory till it is.
Yeah.
But that's like it's like the volleyball workouts in college, right?
Yeah.
It's like 6 a.m. outside of the season, and it's voluntary, but you better be there.
Yeah, because I control the roster. You can be there or not, but I control the roster.
Yep.
That's why we call it involuntary, voluntary workout.
Correct.
Same thing we used to have for pickup. If you want to play pickup, I remember me and Brandon Crump got into it one time. We were getting ready to play pickup.
He's a good friend of yours.
Yeah, man, that's like my brother. And he had a tutoring session, and this is when I knew things were changing at the University of Tennessee. He said, I'm going to tutoring. I can't hoop no more games. I'm going to tutoring. I said, wow. Dude, you finna go do schoolwork over hooping. Like, we ain't gonna be good. We ain't gonna be good at all, because everybody I knew, we ain't gonna go school, tutoring. Man, you better get in this gym and hoop. Like, we ain't got no time for that. You know who else era was like that? Bruce Pearl. Wasn't done them going to no tutoring. Everybody was hooping. Like, I loved it. It was great. it was great. Conso group was like that too. I'm just saying. It's a Babsy point.
You're not supposed to say this out loud, by the way.
Yeah, I'm kids. Y'all do what y'all supposed to do. I'm just telling you the road I went.
If you're a college athlete trying to win the SEC.
I'm just saying. Like, if you go to Florida, I promise you they're not doing tutoring. If you go to Alabama and they hosting them, they're not doing.
This is an incredible rant.
I'm just saying, like, it's really Mark Pope and them up at Kentucky. I'm telling you,
they're hooping.
Cal and them at Arkansas
hooping.
Coach K and them at Duke at a prestigious institution, private institution, they hooping. Like, we got Nolan Smith on Friday. I'm gonna ask Nolan Smith.
Oh, do not put him in that position.
You're right. Our head coach, I can't do that.
It's his first head coaching gig.
You're right, Babs. I can't do that.
Jeez.
I'm trying to kill them.
Oh, my gosh.
You are right, Babsy. You are right. I can't do that. Okay. Kids go to school, do tutoring, get your athletic
it was
stuff
one of
in
my
when you
favorite
can.
things that Greg Sankey said, that progress towards a degree is still important.
Absolutely, it is.
Slay got his degree.
That's all I'm saying.
20 years later.
Well, but he can say this.
I'm proud of you, Slay.
Like with the Boo thing, if he starts missing the stuff.
Was it 20 years?
About 16.
Sorry. Yeah.
I thought it was 14.
About 14.
Yeah.
If he starts missing the stuff after July 30th.
Oh, no, he'll be.
That's when you need to be freaking out.
You start missing practice.
Yeah.
You've already set the precedent there.
Yeah, it's over. Then it's, what we're waiting on.
And man,
that's what happened
he's
to
a
Nico.
fun player to watch, too.
Yes, he was.
Woo.
He got it.
The return game.
Oh, man, he's got it. He's got it.
Who were they playing when he jumped out?
You're right, Scoop. That's my fault. Babsy got me together.
Slay trying to cook Nolan already.
Yeah, that's my bad. I just know the cloth that
Nolan, if you're listening, I promise we are not going to ask you that.
He suddenly had something come up on Friday.
My bad, no. That wasn't right. That was not right.
Yesterday, Frank Caliendo got to the point.
So funny.
Doing an hour with us, he finally got to the point where he felt like he could do your voice a little bit. Zeph's going to pull it, and we'll play it in a little
That'd
bit.
be interesting.
Because honestly, we were laughing so hard we didn't hear a lot of it.
I couldn't hear none of it.
I was trying not to fall on the floor, literally.
I was crying tears. That's the second time in the game when I'm crying tears.
My favorite part is every time we have Caliendo on, you go, man, what's wrong with you?
Because there's something wrong.
What is wrong
That's
with
why I was trying to get him to go in depth about him as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, what did you, like, you
did what I did.
You ain't in your right mind. like me. Listen, y'all, I ain't never been in my right mind. I know this. And I'm okay with it. Because look at it. Look at me now.
It's worked.
That's all I'm saying.
Just be you.
You just got to stay on that path, though.
What's funny about him, though, is he seems like such a normal dude. Like when you're just sitting there talking during breaks and stuff, and then he comes on and he gets you to say,
it's on.
Man, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. I mean, he is so calm until the lights cut on.
615-737-1045. Misty is in Bon Aqua. Misty, what's up?
Hey, Bon Aqua.
Hey, guys. Hey, Ron.
What's up?
Hall of Famer in the building.
Hey, what's happening?
Yeah. Not much. Babs, I just got to let you know, you sure did look good in that orange.
She sure did.
Thank you.
She sure did, Misty.
That's not my color, Will.
Didn't she look great, Misty?
She was rocking that orange.
That is right. Yes, you was. I'm so proud.
You look great. You look great. Better than you ever have looked. And you look great every day.
Are you going to be at the Titans Saturday?
That's a tough one, Misty. I don't never know, like, what my leg, you know what I mean, how I want to operate with it. I'm going to see. Tomorrow, let me know what I can do. I'll find out tomorrow when I go out to training camp.
Beckham's going to be there.
Oh, man. See. Well, we're going to have to figure something out, Misty.
Yeah, and then I have a question for you, Slay. I know you're busy. You're a Hall of Famer now, and you got all this stuff. But we were always wanting to know if you would ever come out and talk to our high school basketball team.
Yeah, in Bon Aqua?
Yeah, but East Hickman High School.
Yeah, I got a number for you to get. Zeph gonna get your number and pass along the information, and we're gonna make that happen. We can make that happen.
All right. Well, I just want to say congratulations on being a Hall of Famer. Babs, you look good in that orange, and y'all have a wonderful hump day.
Thanks, Misty.
Thank you, Misty.
Hump day.
You started to say go Vols before I cut her off.
I will accept that.
Unintentional. DJ said Misty already started on her six-pack of Miller Lite. I don't think so.
No.
Nah.
Hell no. You must not know. Misty come in like this all the time.
She's got energy.
Man, energy like nuts, crazy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we like it like this.
Yeah.
Don't.
Speaking of, we haven't heard from Reese and Laura in a long time.
No, we did on
They
Monday.
called
Yesterday.
They did.
Yeah.
I mean Monday.
They called on Monday?
They're still around.
Yeah.
We're good.
So where have they been?
I forgot
Third shift.
They work different shifts.
third shift. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I have found Frank Caliendo doing an impression of one Ronald Sylvester Slay on yesterday's show.
There you go.
Did you get Misty number?
No, she hung up, or someone hung up.
Oh, come on, Misty.
Someone hung up the phone that did not get put on hold.
Okay. Bon Aqua, call back.
That might have been me.
Good job, yo.
I'm hoping she heard you and was like, hey, I need to get my number to Slay or to Zach.
She'll call back.
Oh, there she is. Probably right there.
My girl.
How do you know that's her? I mean, it's line 2 is ringing. It could be Jim Nance for all we know.
Hello? Hey, it's Misty.
Hey, there she is. I knew it.
Tell her I'm sorry that I hung her up. That was on me.
Sorry I hung you out to dry.
All right, so Frank Caliendo doing Slay's voice when we come back. Also, I've got some NFL notes as training camp has begun. There are 3 players that have, you want to keep 2 and 2? Chuck
No,
Woolery?
should we go to 20?
Yeah, we might as well go to 20. You want one of these little NFL notes?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, I've got notes.
Oh, give it to us.
Yeah. From Shefty.
It's NFL time.
Dolphins veteran quarterback not quarterback. Cornerback Artie Burns, who left practice with knee injury on crutches, is feared to have torn his ACL.
I hate that.
Oh, wow.
This is the worst part of camp starting is when injury stuff trickles out.
The Dolphins sent star cornerback Jalen Ramsey to Pittsburgh. Now they lose their other corner, Artie Burns.
Oh, man. That's rough.
Dude, Artie had a rough go at it too, boy.
Also, I love the name Artie. Artie Burns is a good name.
Well, not when you get burned.
Yeah, burned for a
got
corner.
burned a couple of times, yeah. I was watching him up close. It was in Pittsburgh.
I was watching him up
Pittsburgh
close.
during the Savage years, so.
The Savage years.
Boy.
Pittsburgh, the Savage years.
Our brother-in-law, Josh couldn't stand it. All the burns.
Renardo was at the...
He was.
I've never met him still.
That's crazy.
You didn't meet him Saturday?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, Yor.
I told
him,
at
listen,
events.
next time I come to Louisville for a game.
You talked to him. You didn't just meet him. You had a conversation.
Yeah.
He's
Where the
Louisville.
hell was I?
I don't know. He's Louisville, though, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Through and through.
All day long.
He's jumping on that Rhett Lashley thing.
Hey, man.
ACC, baby. Bengals pass rusher Trey Hendrickson not at Bengals training camp. He wants a contract extension. He posted a photo on his Instagram feed yesterday noting that he is in Florida. A geo bomb is what I call it. Geography. Bomb. Dropped on the Bengals. Hendrickson led the NFL with 17 and a half sacks last year. First team All-Pro. He missed all of the offseason team activity work, but he was in the area. Now he's in Florida.
Can they just let us throw a bag at him?
Might take more than one bag.
Oh, well, we got to do what we got to do.
You don't want it to?
No, I would
That's what I
love
was just
to,
about to
but,
say.
Here's the problem. This team, I think this
He's got
defense
another
is
year.
going to be bad.
Yeah, you got to trade for him.
Yeah.
I think this defense is going to be bad. I don't think this team is at a point where they're ready to bring him in and pay him.
So you saying let's just be bad for a year?
I mean, they're going to be bad.
It's day one.
They had the number 1 overall pick. They weren't going to be good.
I mean, the defense is not going to be good. You don't even know what the hell Snead is up to.
2 weeks.
2 weeks and we'll get Snead back out
But
there.
even if you have Snead, there's so many question marks on this defense.
Well, we're not going to push back on that.
I will be shocked. I will be absolutely
They'll be good at
shocked
safety.
if this defense is decent.
I think decent, they can be decent.
What's decent, like 20th, 21st or something like that?
No, I think that's bad.
That's right below average.
Now, remember last year they were the best team.
What's
They were the
decent to you? To me, decent is average.
Remember
we ain't gonna be
last year they were the number 1 team defensively, but that's based on yards. But points-wise, they were like 29th, 30th.
It was also early in the season.
They got shredded with big
And
plays, too.
then they got shredded with injuries and
Shredded.
Short
injury.
fields.
yeah.
Oh, the special teams with the short fields.
Woo!
That
Yeah.
that's gonna
Hey,
change
that's
a
going to
lot.
be better.
That's why
gonna
they
change a
were
lot.
okay yardage-wise.
I think this offense is going to be good.
You know what's going to be good? Caliendo doing Slay's voice. That's next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Go up to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. I think my voice just cracked. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, new or pre-owned. These are your guys. Their pre-owned inventory is awesome. Check it out online, GuptonMotors.com. They've got anything that you may need or want, and wants and needs are two different things, but sometimes they align, and Gupton can help make that happen. Just let them know what you're looking for. Maybe you need something with less of a payment, maybe better gas mileage, whatever you are in need of. You can let them know, and they'll point you in the right direction. Take your test drive, go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it will be that easy. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Best vehicle buying experience you'll have ever had. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Check them out online, GuptonMotors.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Frank Caliendo on the show yesterday imitated Slay's voice. We'll do that in a second. 615-737-1045. You love some Riri, don't you?
Absolutely.
I love this song.
You hate the fact that we forgot to go to her press conference.
I was dumb.
I think you found out on the air, and you went, on a rant.
Yeah, I was hot about that.
Yeah. Darrington is out east. Darrington, what up?
My beautiful people looking wonderful as always through the TV. So I got a question for the trio up there, Babs. Just a minute ago when he brought up from the Cincinnati pass rusher. Just you don't think he should be somebody that they look into? How about maybe somebody like Matthew Judon, a free agent right now, who I think has a resume built for a pass rusher. Slay, basketball savant. Congratulations on officially becoming Mr. H.O.F.er, because he's one bad H.O.F.er. So I would like to know your take. Who has a more interesting off season as far as free agency and summer news as far as the NFL versus the NBA? And then Mayor, one for you. Being that college is more NIL driven, do you think that the fandom dies down compared to being a student or a fan of a team versus somebody outside of actually going to a school, being a fan? I just thought of something random and interesting for you guys. Y'all stay great.
What you see, D? What you see, D? Thank you, Darrington. Appreciate you, man. Who would like to start?
You want to start with Judon?
Yeah. What was Judon? Is he 30?
32 years old.
Yeah.
9 years in the league.
Yep.
He's old. Last year, traded to Atlanta, 2024. 5.5 sacks. What else? How many tackles?
41 tackles.
Yeah.
Remember his name came up a couple of years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like most people were out on him. And now we're like 2 years later.
His career high was in 2022.
Yeah.
So he's definitely on the
Yeah, he had that
trajectory
he had
down.
an injury in 2023. Only played 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
Then played in all 17 last year with Atlanta.
Listen, if you bring in a guy like that, how much better are you actually going to be this year? And please don't tie money into somebody like that for next year. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nope. You need production right now.
I mean, does your win total go from 5.5 to 6.5? No.
Nope.
It probably doesn't change at all, in fact.
5.5 sacks, 9 quarterback hits in 17 games. I'm surprised he played 17 games. So, anyway.
Yeah.
And it's not like you can go be like, oh, let's go get Trey. No, you got to
You'd have to trade
trade for him.
you got to give up something.
They don't want to do that. You don't trade a guy like that away.
Yeah, he's got 1 year left on his deal, and that's why the problem is. So,
yeah.
They're reportedly at an impasse. Trey Hendrickson not reporting to the Bengals. They're in an impasse over guaranteed money. Myles Garrett got $123 million guaranteed, and then T.J. Watt got more than that. And so that's where they are.
That's their fault. They was slipping.
He says he will not hit the field until under his current contract.
Yeah, I can feel that, though. That makes sense. I wouldn't either.
I did.
And especially when everybody else getting paid. And you see my productivity year in and year out. This ain't just 1 year. I had one good year. No, we're going to get it together. So, I'm with them.
Let's see. Mike Brown, the team president, said this. He said, we like Trey as a person. He's a good guy, but when it comes to these negotiations, and we've been through a few of them with him, he pushes hard. He gets emotional.
Man, I would too if you're talking about millions of dollars.
I get it.
Listen, y'all like the emotion I play with. Would you think I'm just turn it off? Now I'm just as passionate about this as I am about what I'm doing on the field.
Also, how pissed would you be if you were Hendrickson to read that from the team? Publicly.
This is the problem. That's why
they're negotiating in public,
and that's why his agent is not going to let up. That was dumb to say, because you have a buffer in the good guy, bad guy role. And now you just come out instead of saying it to the agent where you know the agent ain't going to go back and say it to the player.
Right.
You just move the buff out the way and say, we'll let them hear it.
Hendrickson posts a picture from Florida, and this guy says this. So they're negotiating literally in public.
Here we go then. Sound like we know where he'll be for a while.
He did tell Diana Rossini he didn't want to be a distraction to the rest of the team, which is part of the reason why he left.
With regard to the question Darrington had for me about will NIL change like the intensity of fandom, how many times have we heard that over the last 40 years? Like whenever there's change in college athletics, everybody thinks it's going to affect it in a negative way, and it never has. It's never been bigger than it is right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to lean on that and say no. It won't.
I agree with you.
People love their teams.
Yes, they do. Always.
I think it's harder to keep up with your teams now with transfer portal, NIL, guys leaving, guys coming. It's harder from that
on a day-to-day
but,
basis, yes.
That's right.
Don't y'all just, like, it's hard to keep up with all that, like, on a day-to-day basis because there's news and information coming up. So it's almost like, okay, let me check back in a week, see what's going on. I mean, doing what we do, we have to, but
let's start the season and then I'll know who else on the roster.
I mean, doing what we do, we have to do it every day, but
I think that's the only difference.
I talk to fans all the time, like all my friends are like that. They're like, okay, I'll keep up when I need to keep up.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of people that maybe kept up closer than they do now.
I forgot what your question was.
Judon.
Oh, Judon.
Yeah. And
I forgot
Trey.
what mine was. Mine was something about basketball and football. All season.
I don't remember. I was thinking about Judon.
I think we're doing good to get 2 out of 3. That's a success rate.
Phenomenal.
Right there.
That was excellent.
Especially
good job
for
by
us.
us.
Yeah.
Good questions, too, though.
Way to go, team. Good job, Darrington.
So just say something about basketball to
Yeah, basketball, it's almost there.
Basketball is my favorite sport.
We got 3 more months.
I like to dribble the ball up and down the court.
That's a great answer, Slay.
Thank you.
We ain't talking basketball right now.
Hey, Babs.
We are Friday.
Yes, we are.
TSU basketball coach.
Hey, lady.
All right, so Frank Caliendo, he kept like you'd look over at him. He was doing the show and he was involved and he was present. But every once in a while, I'd look at him and he'd be like watching you talk. And so at some point, he did
trying to get me.
He did this.
So this was in the Boom Boom Room.
Okay.
And they couldn't remember his nickname that they gave him last time.
Endo.
Endo.
He
And,
remembered. That's right.
Caliendo remembered, and then it sparked him going into the Slay Boys.
No, you were calling me Endo, I think.
Endo. That's what it was. Come on, boy. Yeah, Endo. Get in that thing. All right, check this out.
Endo. You're Endo.
Endo. That's him. Endo. The strangest.
Endo Cal Rizzi. Use the force. Come on, bro. How you doing over here, brother?
Look,
come on.
man. Hey,
Come
here
on,
we go.
man.
Look, come on, man.
Is Slay putting
You can't do
Slay
that.
in the Boom Boom
Yeah,
Room?
you can't do that in the Boom Boom Room, man.
In the boom boom room. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Let's get in there. Come on.
That
Hold on, Endo, man.
See, that's
Hold
what
on.
it is. It comes from your laugh. That's the thing, because you're a joyous. That's what I'm doing. It's just going to mumble your way out. You can't do that in the boom boom room. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, man. Hold
Hey,
on.
man. What we doing? Come on, man.
Hey, hold on.
Come on, man.
He's got your laugh,
Oh,
man.
he nailed your laugh.
I'm good. I'm good because it's not a black guy laughing. If there was a stern look, I'd have to stop and run out of here. But I was like, he's like, that's all right. That's all right.
Look, man.
That's all right.
No, he's so.
He nailed your laugh.
Yeah,
The
he got
high
the
pitched
laugh.
laugh, he got it.
He's just
got
gonna
it.
mumble out of the laugh.
He's so close on the voice. I think if he gets like a little bit more like gravel,
Hey.
like that kind of like
Hey.
rough in it, he'll be right there.
There was one of those things in there.
Oh,
I was
man,
like, oh,
that's
was that him
Yeah,
or Slay?
Yeah, yeah.
Sounded exactly like you.
Hey, that's wild right there.
Key is the laugh. You have
Cool.
different laughs, though.
Hey, man, dude is wild, boy.
Hey, man.
Man, you got Babs
Oh,
doing it.
shoot. That's crazy. Oh.
Okay. Scoop, he definitely nailed you, Slay.
He got a good one right there.
Sharon, this is comedic gold right
He got
there.
a good one right there. I'm going to be real. Yeah, that's all right.
All right, when we come back, 3HL bingo card. Kevin, hang with us. We'll get to you.
I want to hit again.
And we want to express our sympathy to someone that we've known a long, long time in this market. We'll do all that next. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Okay, you know that life can change in an instant, especially if you are in a car wreck and you're injured. That can throw everything off. Bills, job, peace of mind, mental health. And that is when you need our good friends at Bart Durham Injury Law. Marine veteran Blair Durham and his team have been fighting for folks in Tennessee for a very long time, years, making sure that insurance companies pay up. No upfront cost, no waiting around, just real local people making sure you get what you deserve. So if you have been injured, don't wait. Call BDIL, Bart Durham Injury Law, 615-242-9000. They're local, they're trusted, they're ready to fight for you. If you or someone you love is ever in a wreck, they are here 24/7 and ready to fight for you. Remember Blair's number, 615-242-9000. That's Bart Durham Injury Law.
Should have somehow realized what you gotta do.
You don't want to be on camera. Oh.
Hey, you covering any Purdue games this year? Did you ever cover the? Did you ever cover Purdue games? Cover the?
Me?
Yeah.
I worked.
Me? Would it be me?
Yeah, you know it ain't.
I don't
know
know.
it ain't Zeph. It ain't definitely me.
Yes, I did. Actually, this is how long ago it was. I believe it was a Minnesota-Purdue game. Jerry Kill was still the coach at Minnesota. That's how long ago it was.
So I need you to look out for, what's the name? Dr. Robson now.
Oh, is he? He's at Purdue.
yeah.
Okay. In Barry
And
Odom. Barry Odom's at.
yeah,
you know Odom's my guy. I love him.
So Slay the other day was trying to tell me something about somebody. He was like, what's his name in him? And strangely, I knew what he was talking about.
You knew exactly who he was talking about.
What's his name in him? We came up with a great idea.
Oh, geez.
What we do?
Well, they're going to blow up Nissan Stadium, right, in a couple of years.
Yeah.
We need to lobby that Babs gets to push the button.
Oh, my gosh. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Although
that would be the biggest thrill of your life to be able to blow up a stadium.
It would be
got a headband on.
the biggest thrill of my life. Although I heard that they're not going to blow it up, that it's cheaper and easier to take it down.
Take it down. Oh man, look, come on, ain't nobody. Hey.
Listen, I'm all over this.
No, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Take it down.
Ain't nobody got time to be taking nothing down, man. You see how pretty that thing look next to it?
Yeah.
And it's just sitting there looking like the old school Parthenon. I'll leave the Parthenon standing before I leave Nissan Stadium. Now, come on, man. But get that thing up out of there.
So it's not going to be one of those Vegas implosion things.
That's what we need. Six, seven bulldozers.
I'm telling you.
Just run on in there.
I'm telling you my intel.
Man, that Intel, they need to do something. Intel need to be out.
I mean,
there.
I don't agree with it, but yeah.
You need to be able to tell them what it is.
I know.
Tell the Intel to be out tell.
So they can go tell.
Listen, Intel, you need to blow that up.
Yeah.
That with
now give me
That's
that.
Shiana.
If that Babsy going in there, yes, she get to press the button. That one right there? Yeah, absolutely.
Can you imagine Babsy with the headband on getting and it'd be even better if it wasn't a button. It was like one of those little levers that you
push
down.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I can see Babs.
That's all for show.
If y'all ever seen The Dark Knight Rises,
where
the Joker walks off and he's pressing the button, he's like, "Dang, this thing don't work," and she just keep on pressing.
So do you know that? I
scene.
just saw something about that. Do you know that button not working was not a part of the script? That Heath Ledger
really
just went on the fly.
I mean, dude, was a cold piece of work.
He was hitting the button and it wouldn't go, and he was like looking at it and like
that was dope.
Whatever, and then it went, and then he
jumped,
threw it,
and he jumped,
and he jumped.
That was dope.
Yep,
that's Babsy.
I love it.
Man, we can do
the face paint.
We can do all kinds of sponsorships for Babsy to be able to blow up the stadium.
There's no way anybody would let me near that. Liability.
Burke Nighthill, is that who we need to? Burke,
yes,
get on this. See, now Burke's gonna get a bunch of text messages. I know he will.
Hey, Burke, let Dawn blow it up.
Please.
Also, can we stop saying blow up the stadium on the radio?
I know, that's like bomb on an airplane. Can't say it. Can't say it.
Bomb.
It's amazing what they allow us to get away with.
Didn't they say that's what you did, Babsy? When they told you can't say something on the radio, you just start saying it over.
Yes.
At SEC Media Days, we met a guy from Cumulus Little Rock, I think, and he was like, "Man, I just want to stop by and say I love your show and stuff." And
We're
he
like,
was like,
"How do you listen to our show?"
Yeah, he goes, they play clips of your show at our program meeting, like program director meetings all across the country. I'm like, what?
All three of us were like, "Oh
Yeah.
Lord, help us all."
I was like, we literally tell people do not do it like we do it.
I just woke up from a nap when he was walking by.
Yeah, you did.
Like, you sure you want to do that?
From a nap while we were on air with your headphones on with Buck.
Yeah, buddy.
Don't do it like this, kids.
Babs and I were on with Buck and Lucas and Bert, and Slay was asleep, and we didn't know how to like call attention to that. And then we didn't know when you woke up. And what's funny, we were talking, and then I heard Slay in my headphones start laughing. And then I looked at him, and he was like kind of awake.
Yeah, I'm just there a little bit.
Oh, man.
Man, listen.
Babs needs to blow up that
PT
stadium.
and the drugs, will take me down through here through these days.
But look how far you've come. 115 degrees
I'm rolling
today.
now. That's one thing I'm doing is rolling.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
You don't really need the scooter much anymore, do you?
He doesn't even have a cane or a walker anymore.
Did you throw the crutches in the Cumberland River?
No, I still got them in my room right now.
Hey, I would like to point out.
Room, like your dorm room?
The mantelpiece.
My room.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that he did go to therapy with his cane. And
yes.
This just shows you it just means more, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I forgot about
What
that.
did your UT orange cane look like at the end of your therapy session?
So I went off in the distance to ride the bike to get some, a little bit more range of motion to get my knee warmed up before I do my testing. And came back, and Nikki, who was a Gator, had wrapped it in blue ribbon so it could be orange and blue.
Like blue medical tape.
Yeah, blue medical tape. Yep.
Like Florida
Yeah, so
colors.
it's Florida Gators
I love it.
color.
I love it.
Yeah, I told it looked like a Lady Vol cane. So.
Yeah, it kind of did.
It kind of did, actually,
Yeah.
in the picture. 3HL bingo card. I went and changed shorts for this.
I did.
That was Slay talking about Caliendo.
Turned around and did it.
He went from, and then Babs had to go deeper into it. So we found out that he went from sweatpants shorts to sweatpants shorts.
No, basketball shorts.
Basketball shorts
Sweatpants
to sweatpants shorts, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It looks tiny through the window. That was Babs talking about Zev's prepackaged meal.
Meal prep.
I do. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was tiny.
Well, guess what? I have room for dinner.
Where are you going to do dinner?
Zanies.
They have
Zanies.
food at Zanies?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to buy food.
Food and drink.
Why?
No, it's part of it. It's part of the deal. That's what Caliendo said to the winner.
I think it's a two drink minimum. Yeah, I know.
Well, all right.
Can you handle that?
Yep.
Mr. Babs, like, you hear them? They said, I got a drink.
Continuing with the 3HL bingo card today, things that we didn't anticipate hearing on the show. You're right.
Why you got to bring up old stuff?
That was
Both of you
Babs.
guys said that.
That was Babs to me. And then, Babs, you're right.
There we go.
That was me to Babs.
Wait, has Travis heard the cut I have of her saying it was my error?
He tends to listen.
I don't think he's heard it, but he doesn't need to. It's okay.
Okay, this is what it sounds like, Travis.
It was my
His eyes
error.
just got wide.
I
Like,
want that to be
Ooh.
Travis Harder's ringtone.
That was excellent.
Every time his phone rings, that's going to happen.
Baby, have a field day with that.
He's got that dog in him.
yes.
Ardan Key talking about Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Coach Mack also said that about Slay.
He did. I know a little bit about Eazy-E. That was Zeph.
Yeah, a little bit. That was so. Kind of just.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, that was good. I was loving your honesty and how you did the homework.
He's going to get rat-attacked. That was Coach Mack.
About Cam.
Talking about I-Manor.
Oh.
But he said he's going to dish it out, too. He's got a big frame.
Mm-hmm.
Buc-ee's can't touch Switzerland. Slay Dog.
Dog.
Talking
That
about
was a
clean
good one.
bathrooms.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about clean world.
Like, would you set down some pasta on the floor and eat it?
Yo, this is
Oh,
what I'm
come
trying
on,
to tell
that's
you.
pushing it.
Nah,
There's
but
There's 500 people through there in 5 minutes, which is still amazing why it's so clean. But
Babs, you coming about a little grocery store and, you know what I mean, you know, your little slice of pizza and it just slip off the little box a little bit, you can pick it up.
Really?
I'm going to be real.
Ooh.
Like, it messed me up. I was sitting there telling them people, I mean, y'all got to be kidding me.
Are you talking about Buc-ee's or Switzerland?
No, I'm talking about Switzerland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buc-ee's is
Yeah,
great.
Buc-ee's is, there's a lot of people coming to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Switzerland, they don't play that. All that running around and say you put a little loogie or something somewhere, they're going to look at you like you're a little wild.
So
Man,
guys don't pee on the floor in Switzerland?
do that if you want to. Do that if you going to jail. You going to jail down there, man. They don't play. That mug's so clean, dog. I ain't never been to a place where you drink tap water that gets frowned upon to go buy water. Bottled water. Like, that was wild to me. That was wild. It was. Switzerland got it. Switzerland got everything you need.
I've never been there.
Lugano is where I was.
I need to put that
Right
on
down
the
Lake
list.
Lugano.
Who is Lugano?
It's a lake.
Oh, I thought it was a guy.
But you heard him say it's like they put all these little cities on pockets.
Lake Geneva?
Like pockets, yes, on up. Pockets of water. All the little cities are kind of like cut out on them.
That's what you're supposed to do if you get lost in the wilderness. Find the water. It'll lead you to
There's a lot of water.
Civilization.
What is this, Slavonics?
It's almost Thursday.
Man, it's a fast week.
Yes.
A hungry week.
Very fast week.
We want to express our sympathy and love to our friend Willie Donick, his kids, Evie and Mahoney. Willie's wife passed away, Erin Donick, and I've met her a few times, not as many times. I haven't been around her as much as you, but she is the kind of person that if you just meet her a few times, she leaves an impact on you. Like
Big
she's
time.
so happy and smiling all the time and so kind.
I did a lot of work with her for bullying awareness and all of that when I was at WKRN with her STARS program that she helped run.
Yep.
And the best way to describe her is just pure joy, because that is what she was. That's what she brought to everybody, the energy, the light. She was an absolutely amazing human being in all facets. And every time I worked with her or did anything with her, I would like step back and say, oh my gosh, she's inspiring. I need to do more to give back like what she does. Changing lives, helping people. She was an unbelievable human being.
Unbelievably giving human being.
Yep.
Willie,
So we love you.
Willie, Evie, Mahoney, we love you. We're lifting you up. A lot of people, obviously in this market, knew her and were affected by her in a positive way, and are lifting you guys up. So just wanted y'all to hear that, and really, really sad. But R.I.P. Aaron. Oh man. So Thursday edition coming up tomorrow. Greg Cosell, Big Savage. We got Big Savage.
Cosell's in town.
Yes, he will be at training camp. That's what I've heard.
I think he's coming Sunday.
Nope, he switched his schedule, I do believe.
Oh.
Text him, but I think so.
Okay, I will.
We'll see.
Listen, we appreciate you guys more than you know. Thank you for including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Have a great night. Good night. God bless.
See ya at Caliendo.
Wouldn't want to be ya unless you were going to Caliendo's.
Caliendo's. Sounds like an Italian restaurant.